Hello and welcome to the Root Winter Tournament, Round 2, Game 27. My name is Guerric. Commentating with me today, we have Fugless.
Hello, everybody.
And our players today are none other than Mutuka,
Hello.
Pfeiffer,
Hello.
Snoopy,
Hi.
and Jackie Chan Chan.
Howdy.
Well, everyone, your draft has been dealt. Y'all know where to find me if you need me, so good luck. Have fun. I'm going to go on mute and let y'all get started.
Okay, so I picked the map.
That is the second game in a row where I've said mute really weird as I'm starting the game.
The mountain map.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to say mute anymore.
All right, time for
Mute.
chaos.
I'm like, mute?
Yeah, so the chat wants all red. At least Lily does. I don't know. I feel like Thief will probably get picked, but I don't know.
Especially with a mountain map
Okay,
pick.
Jackie, it's your pick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
Lake-
survey the map for a second.
Yeah, you're right. Vagabond is definitely going to be at least better on Mountain for sure.
Yeah. I mean, Lost
Yeah,
City is a questing machine.
Oh, for sure.
Or aiding machine.
And Thief's actually probably one of the stronger ones since he starts with T, so you don't have to stress about that
Yeah.
for half the game. That's always a big downer. Yeah, I would think the Vagabond will get picked. I'm not sure which one won't get picked. Moles have been performing well, obviously.
I mean, Badgers are intimidating if players don't know them. So
Exactly, right, true. Well, Badgers are interesting. If like one player knows how to play them and the rest of the table really doesn't, the
Right.
Badger will have a big advantage probably. Yeah, just depends on how much play these guys have given the two new factions.
I'm gonna have some fun.
Well, there you go.
Oh, hey, there you go. Now I'm extra glad we were able to get Jackie Chan Chan to
And
play
I
today.
need to
He almost had some
set up
scheduling issues.
Immediately
Oh,
after
cool.
picking correct.
I mean, I would think,
Yes.
I mean, if he knows them, I would think he'd do okay.
Right. The big thing is really just knowing how to play as them.
Mm-hmm.
So I put one of these boys.
It's a high initial learning curve, but I don't
Forest.
actually think the core of the faction is super complicated.
I'm
Like,
just
No,
gonna
there's
it's not.
There's
I
a
mean,
high
it
ceiling.
Yeah. Oh, for
clockwise
sure. Yeah,
here,
and it can get.
Okay.
and then I'll do this middle one
I mean,
last.
it's there's kind of you could play where you just throw everything in the retinue and just hope it works, or you could like try to, kind of pick and choose your retinue. I know, Luke likes
See,
definitely to have a full retinue
there,
by like turn 3, I think he said.
this guy.
And I definitely have tried that where
Imagine.
like, I
It's
mean,
not
last time I
one.
played Badgers, I just tried, and I think Germ kind of did this yesterday
That
where
one.
you kind of just chill.
one.
You don't like do anything really
And that
first
one.
couple
I
turns.
didn't miss any,
You
did
just
I?
build the retinue.
Rivers not divide
You
forests?
don't
I don't know.
advertise
I
yourself
don't
as
think
like,
the rivers divide forests on
hey,
the
I'm a
map. I think
problem
that's only
already.
on the
So you
lake
just
map.
kind of like, because if you
Okay.
can build up that actions,
in the
then you
region,
can
right?
start
The
kind of
winter
doing a
map,
bunch of
yeah.
stuff.
Okay. Whoops.
But
now I pick my two
and they're very,
clearings.
Well, yeah.
Germ obviously
that's right.
pretty
That's
much picked him, I would assume, because he had basically his entire retinue was birds for a while.
Right. He had that killer opening hand for them. That's why he
Yeah.
probably chose them. So
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what Jackie
Right.
Chan Chan has in hand.
Exactly. Yeah, because it really doesn't matter. Like if you, I mean, your suited cards probably don't matter that much for choosing Badgers. You're not really thinking about crafting turn 1 necessarily, I don't think. Maybe some sort of mobility craft or something like that, but
There.
I would think
There.
we'll see Erie in this game, if depending on how comfortable they are. Because I mean, some people still aren't really comfortable with moles either. So,
And then among forests.
but
that
yeah,
are
I mean,
not
if
adjacent.
I mean, Erie have been a consistent
my
performer
homelands.
in
oh
the tournament.
yeah,
So
I mean, they're always
can't
they're
go
like
there,
the
there.
no matter what expansion has
there,
come
or
out,
there,
they're
but I can
still
go
like
there.
reliable.
Mhm.
It's like
There.
some expansions have made some factions worse, or better, but they just
There's only 2
are
relics left.
consistent.
Oh, okay.
I want to say I think this is a solid setup for Badgers here.
That's good.
We're
Yep.
both on 2 Fox clearings and close to 3 others. We also connected to probably the best
Okay.
edge clearing that we could be on. You know, that
believe that's my
4
setup.
connection with 1 close path
Yep.
clearing.
Yep. Yeah, right. And
What was that?
and the other one is like
Victory point
kind of a
marker.
choke point,
Oh,
so
yep,
you might be
good
able to
catch.
like keep his guys a little safer down there. Plus, he has a quick route to the Lost City, which is always important.
I think you have to click done.
I think if if player 1 is the one that chooses Vagabond, you could see a strong Vagabond game going first with T. Oh, Moles
Ooh,
next. Okay.
Moles. I'll be honest, I was not necessarily expecting them before some of the other options.
Me neither. Though, I mean, it's kind of interesting. It's like the Warlord Vagabond dynamic, because like if you pick Warlord going third and Vagabond goes before you, you're going to lose probably almost every item possible.
Right. I mean, realistically, in most cases, I think the Vagabond can get all the items before Warlord can, in most cases.
Warlord would have to go Jubilant and then like try to just, not prevent those mobs from being killed.
And aiding is easier than looting in many cases, so even going that route.
Right. So he's starting
in 2-slot bunny corner.
Yeah, which is a nice, as we saw yesterday, a nice pump and dump
Oh yeah.
area. I mean, I wouldn't suspect he has coins in his hand already, but it's always nice to have that in your back pocket at any time. You can just score it.
Germ, I'm drinking delicious Campbell's tomato soup, the sponsor of this stream.
Are you drinking out of a glass, or are you drinking it?
It's one of those like sipping soup things.
Okay.
I don't know. I've gotten so many strange comments like, "What the heck are you drinking?" I'm like, these things are made to be drank like this. Like,
So do the
I would.
Warlord.
Yeah, this could be really anything. Oh, looks like Warlord. Interesting. Wow, this is going to be a pretty interesting game. We might not. So we're either going to see all reds or first
And
player
it's
Vagabond,
2
and
plus
first player
clearance.
Vagabond could have a big advantage here.
But I think I
Yeah.
can only be 2 away from any place.
I mean, I kind of like to see all red
Because
that
these are
would
both
be.
your
I
homelands.
mean, all red is always fun.
No, just the
Yes.
one box in the bottom, I believe, is the homeland. I guess they both are 2 adjacent homeland clearings.
Yeah. Badgers are now they're both homelands. They didn't used to be. Or I don't think they used to be.
Yeah.
So I think
I remember you used to pick
2
one
away.
clearing and then pick an adjacent one. I can't remember if they were both homelands.
I think at one point they started with just one clearing, and they were just too fragile. Like you could basically wipe them turn 1, and it was just like, okay, that was fun.
I think that's right.
So I think they, if I'm remembering
2,
correctly,
1,
it's a little
2.
blurry. There were a few Badger
So we have a
versions.
couple options.
Chat's on the soup thing still.
Soup clearing.
If you're ready, you can, but you don't have to decide till I picked.
Yeah, maybe someone will craft soup kitchens this game in honor of our new
And they're
sponsor.
Look at you, you're a natural.
I'm gonna shill for them. Come on, Campbell's, we need it.
I went birds. The Erie would have to be 2 plus away.
So he's sounding like he's
so
considering
that would
Erie.
pin me.
Just where he has
And
to
that
start
bunny
is
corner
the
of
issue.
this mouse side. Yeah, I don't think Erie's gonna work.
Nope,
Go with
we do
the
see Vagabond. All right, so sorry, chat, no 4 reds.
But we got a thief.
We do have a thief, which,
Thieves are fun.
yep. No, he's.
You can take that quote out of context.
Aw, yeah, chat's
Do
sad.
you guys know which victory point marker I have to use? I don't remember.
He can use either one.
No, white
The
one.
white one.
No.
Oh, the white one.
For the
He cannot
stats
use-
object.
Oh, that's the one. Okay, sorry,
Oh, it's
I
fine.
forgot about the recordings.
That is a non-standard starting location.
Like oh,
We'll
Yeah.
start in that forest.
Typically, it's either the one just south of that, to the southwest, or it's the
Mhm,
one
yeah.
Sure,
like, straight west across the pass.
Chat's asking who is one in this group. I don't know.
Campbell's Soup for sponsoring this stream.
Oh man, we got to keep this running joke going. Entire chat or entire stream.
There are no winners in this game, if I recall
Okay.
correctly.
So we're gonna have a 1 moving on and 3 done. Campbell Soup emote win. All right, so we're to
Okay,
the put
I'm
the cards
done.
on the table stage. Hopefully, everyone can rejoin successfully.
Don't you put that evil on this, Ricky Bobby.
I know, Squid.
Badgers,
I
when
don't
you're
think we'll
ready,
still.
you can
I have a
either
hunch we
write it
still
down or
won't
click
see
done so you can leave and
soup
rejoin.
kitchens crafted.
Oh, yep. Okay.
And this is so in case chat doesn't know, interesting tidbit about soup kitchens, which Guerric and I discussed one time, was that if you go look at the Underworld Kickstarter, which is still on Kickstarter, you can still find it. And you look at the, I can't remember if it's soup kitchens they show in the art or if they show Propaganda Bureau. They show one of the two, and it's the opposite of what it is now. So, meaning Propaganda Bureau could be crafted with the 3
Yeah, if you
suits.
actually look at the P&P kit
Right.
for Exiles and Partisans, Propaganda Bureau and Soup Kitchens both had the one of each.
Opposite.
Yeah, you can leave them right there.
Oh,
that's
they
fine.
both did.
They both did,
None
yeah.
of them were wild.
But
Oh,
I'll
I thought
click
one
the
of them was
button now,
wild, and the
in a
folktale was
second, I'll
like,
click the
oops,
They might have been at
read
a
'em
different
wrong.
point in development. It's
Right.
They only released like one version of the E&P
Okay, I'll
deck.
click the button.
Now, while I
and
think
should be able to
like
leave and come back.
in terms of strength of card, they should be reversed. I'm happy though that like Propaganda Bureau would never be crafted, and it does offer an interesting game element. I just wish Soup Kitchens should be 3 wild crafts. I mean, it's I don't think it's that super
I mean,
strong, even if you could craft it.
It could probably be 2 wild costs or something.
Probably, right? And still probably would never be crafted. Let's just make Soup Kitchens free, and we're going to see if
Free.
anyone ever uses it.
It's free real estate.
All you have to do is put it down on your board, and you get it for free.
I was thinking the same thing, Laura. Like, these poor players, if they come back and watch this stream, it's just going to be soup, soup, soup the whole time.
No, we're going to offer great commentary.
What, we are?
By Campbell Soup. Yes. Maybe we can get them to. Should we tweet at them?
No, God, no.
So yeah, someone get on that Twitter thing and see if they'll give us a shout out.
Oh dear Lord.
All right, so back to the game. I think everybody's. Oh no, Matuka's still.
Yeah, Matuka is still cooking. Matuka is in
Brazil, I think.
Brazil, I think he said.
Yeah.
And his internet is struggling.
Yes.
When everyone's ready, you can let me know, and I'll start my turn.
So now the chat's kind of theory crafting some soup kitchens.
Oh my God.
I like it. I like it.
Oh my God.
It's still loading, but I'm the third, so
Campbell's loves root. Yeah, get that hashtag trending. If we can get it up to like in the top 10, you never know. Someone go make some TikToks. One of those TikToks. Well, you fancy kids are doing these days.
If chat's not aware, Focus is like 90 years old, so.
Pretty much, so yeah. I don't know what TikTok, what is that? This tweeter you guys use? I do sound like an old man, yeah. I'm getting there.
I don't actually think that's true.
Aw, thanks.
Are we all back
I'm
in?
old and wise. That's the thing.
We're just waiting on
With
the
childlike
rules player.
hobbies.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry guys.
No worries.
well, yeah. I definitely, yeah. I'm hip though. I'm hip.
Oh my
You know, like
god. You're hip.
Yeah, like what is it like? This game's on fleek. Isn't that like a new? This new? Is that new? That's not new. Oh, sorry.
Guys, I need help now.
I should have had some libations before this stream.
Oh my lord.
I'm dabbing. Yeah. Talk about the game more. All right. Well, they're not started yet.
Well,
That's the
yeah, because
problem. We have to-
Matuka's at 98%. We're almost there.
Yeah, we gotta fill the time. It's like during like a blowout in like a football game. They gotta fill the air. with
Good things come to those who wait. Good things like Campbell's tomato soup.
Soup is good food. Less of whatever Fugless was doing. Wait, what? No. All right. Matuka's at 99.
We're almost
About to
there.
start. We're almost there. We're going to see some root, guys.
I'd rather let them get to 100% than like have them get to 99 and then stall out and we don't actually get started.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
So let's look at Thief's Quest. Weren't the greatest starter ones, though he can exhaust his tea and get away with it.
Yeah, actually,
yeah.
that errand
he
quest
could-
is not bad early game before you get the items for the tea to matter.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, he can go into Lost City, use the torch to get the item, exhaust boot and tea to do the quest. Probably get 2 cards, maybe get a point. I don't know, and then call it a turn. Pretty good start.
All right, real quick, could somebody hit start recording on the object over by the law for me?
Campbell on
Perfect.
Watkins first.
And you can get started.
Okay.
All right.
I
We're
think he said
gaming.
it was tomato soup.
Yes, it is
We will.
creamy tomato, not the classic
Ooh.
tomato.
Okay, so
Down
he
here.
didn't go Lost City.
We will.
I
explore
would rather have
ruin.
seen the quest being, because yeah, you're right. You don't want to
This
do the T
sword.
quest when you don't gain the benefit of the free refresh of the
Gives
T.
us 1
Right.
3 point and uses a torch.
He did get a double sword, so he could turn violent at some point.
We will aid
Ooh, 8 already.
3
Into the moles. Ugh.
cards.
I mean, it's probably fine
to
early
The
on.
moles.
I mean,
Wait, 3 cards?
Sorry.
Holy
whoa!
shit.
Holy shit!
I mean, if you're going to aid 1, you might as well
Tier
aid 3.
2.
Good things really do come to those who wait. Wow, this is wild.
Points for that.
I mean, actually, if you're going to aid moles
So 1 point for that.
and this much,
and then another
turn
2
1 is
points.
probably the time to do it. Because you'd rather them not have cards that they can banker
That'll
away.
be
and do
evening
kinda
rest.
silly
We draw
stuff
a
with.
card.
Sure, I mean, there's only so much they can do with that many cards this early. You know what I mean?
Yeah. On turn 1, they can
Okay,
sway a
I don't
lord, I guess.
raise.
But
Because
that's
obligated
probably
to
not
say
the
thank you
greatest
at this
on turn
point.
1, because you'd rather get some actions up.
Yeah, I say
That was pretty interesting turn 1, though. I'll
great
give him
start,
that.
I think.
Troubling Alliance. I don't raise. I recruit 2.
I mean, yeah.
Jubilant.
It could be all Fox.
All right, we're going for a Jubilant opening, it looks like.
Craft.
We're going to try and race Vagabond for... Ooh.
Forgo the points to
Whoa.
take the item.
Oh yeah, that's true. Vagabond's never going to get this, so that's fine.
No, I mean, that's all around great for Warlord and bad for
Very good.
Vagabond.
Get a prowess item out immediately.
Probably the
So you
best
get-
prowess
For
item.
my command move, I'll just
Yep.
move.
Yeah, because you
Here.
lose Grandiose, which that's fine.
It's fine.
It used to be.
It's the classic tomato of the Campbell's soup.
And then I will
It's the new flavor Grandiose.
just
Speaking of new flavors,
time over here.
okay, so it looks like he will incite here. Unfortunately, Vagabond can. I mean, that's the problem with Warlord and Vagabond in the
And
game.
then I'll incite.
Vagabond can easily just go snatch this item.
I actually really like this. I think the only difference is I would have left somebody at Lost City to protect the mob. But
Oh, because he did Jubilant. That's right. So he's
Okay,
gonna have
and
a
then I'll
mob
use
up
my
there. Oh yeah, you're
Jubilant
right.
power.
So
but I really like going next to
roll
Lost
them
City
both
because
die
you know
four
you can spread to
times.
Lost City, you know?
So
Yeah.
first roll.
but I do agree that he probably should at least left one
Yeah.
Fox.
because he has plenty of.
Second
He's gonna
roll.
spread this fire around everywhere though, for sure. Because yeah, you can spread into Lost
Rabbit,
City
and
no
I'll
matter
use
what you
the
roll.
Clearing power.
Yeah,
This
I
could
mean,
be-
I
this
just
could-
stopped
this could
drawing.
work. This
I
could
just stopped
work.
rolling right there. That's perfect. Oh, no, we're going to keep going.
Bunny.
Looks like Mouse is up in his base.
Um,
Yeah, he probably could have
go
stopped rolling
Over here. Sorry, mouse.
because
And
there's
last
no more
roll.
ruins to get. So it's just now. He's just going for it. He's just.
Rabbit.
Yeah, at some point it's just free points for everyone.
Yeah. Although it's also not super commonly known that it's up to 4 or how the up to works. So
Yeah.
this could just be a
And I
misunderstanding of
get-
Jubilant.
True, he could be
I
setting a
rolled that with
bitter.
My pieces.
Oh,
not a bad
true.
idea.
This could be a bitter play. I do like bitter a lot.
No, I do. The Jubilant bitter
Yeah, so I'm
opening
in 5.
is
Oh, because I don't rule them, yeah. Oh, no, I don't. They rule. Okay, yeah, so I just have the 2.
Oh, I wonder if
Point.
he was thinking that he was going to oppress from all
And I'll
those.
draw my card.
Oh, yeah, no. Warlord would be broke if that was the case. All right, Moles time. So let's see what Moles does with
This incredible hand.
6 cards to start the game.
You're in the bunny.
All right, we're going straight swole into a citadel.
Interesting. Is he building twice? There, I did the old thing where I forgot to rejoin, so we're gonna have to temporarily rejoin so I can see these cards.
I almost asked you, and then
I
I was like,
know,
no, he knows by now.
I know better.
I feel like I'm gonna have to come on to stream with like a wine glass of tomato soup at some point now.
You choose the monster.
All right, I see his cards like in weird positions. I assume that's correct.
Weird positions.
Or did he draw his cards back already?
Yeah, he drew. Oh, wow, you're right. I do see them in weird positions. I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's swaying
Wait, one for more.
formal. Interesting.
There was a real chance to do the very
Oh, he
rare.
did build twice. I see the other building now.
Yes.
Okay, so he built 2 citadels. Oof.
There was a chance to do the rare turn 1 Lord
Lord.
sway here.
Yeah.
I almost would have done that just for the experience, since
I
you never
know,
get
I
to
mean,
do
I
that.
might have-
So you revealed
Right.
two
I mean, it's
cards to
something
do
you're
2
never
gold
gonna
leggings,
do.
so
I
now you're
might
doing
have.
2 more
You're right. I
cards
might
to do
have.
4 gold. Is that
He
right?
couldn't have built twice. He'd have to.
Yeah, I'm
move
choosing the
one
cards.
guy.
Yeah.
No, he had. Oh no, he only starts in 3 places, right?
Yeah. So he'd have
Yeah.
to move. So he could build one, then move. I don't hate it. It would have definitely been different for sure.
Guys, don't worry. Moles aren't good anyways.
Could you put?
Oh,
all
he does
4
have
that you
coins.
used out?
Yeah, he's got some pump and dump potential, and he crafted 4 mole first turn.
Sorry.
So this could if he's oh man, and sword and boot. Yeah.
Oh my.
This could be full on. You will if
How
he has.
how many of these came from the Vagabond, do you think? The steel and the protection racket are both fox.
Yeah.
Birdie Bindle's a bird.
Oof. I would have definitely not wanted to do that if I was. Yeah. This could
Well,
be.
it's. I mean,
this
it could
could
be
be
how you get items as Vagabond, you know?
Yeah.
So now I need to.
I mean, I think most have watched Nev's pump and dump video where Germ scored like 26 points in 4 turns. And it is
It
possible.
was not 4 turns, despite
Oh, was
his
it
claims
4?
in the
Oh.
video.
Oh, well,
If you do the math, it doesn't add up.
Oh, I've done 13 in 2 turns though, so it is. You can go crazy.
So in the evening, I think I will craft the boot.
Nice.
He is asking, but the downside to pump and dump with Warlord in the game is you are asking to be because he wants items, so he may just come attack you.
I mean, there's something. Did we just craft? No, yeah, okay, we're fine. There is something interesting about propping up a faction to be the threat that the table deals with.
No, for sure, for sure.
Okay, now just.
No, I'm all about. Yeah, I agree. A lot of a root is deflecting your strength
Badgers,
to
are
someone
you
else.
gonna try to deal with this mob, or are you just gonna let it chill? Just so I know. I would
What would you
prefer if. Well, I can.
Yeah, let's
take
see
the
if
ruin and
what
make
kind of
a warlord
opening the
and then
Badgers
kill
do. If they
this
do a more,
mob,
let's just start
and so we can at
scoring.
least delay the warlord from getting any ruins. He may still get one, but that's not really possible if you choose to ignore this. So it's up to you.
This is, and then here's why pump and dump
I'm going to get rid of it.
is so powerful.
Okay.
If the moles are left
Throwing it against
alone,
You are getting rid of the other ones as well.
he can build twice.
Well,
At
I can only get
least.
rid of one, but I'm gonna get rid of
He
the
could
one
build
that's
the coin,
defenseless.
the building in the
Sorry, I mean, if I
rabbit,
appreciate
and he
you
could
being
build a
able to
building
go
in the
after
fox.
ruin and
He'd
get
have
rid of
4
the
buildings,
the
2 in
mob.
each suit,
Right.
and craft the sword and the coins
Mm.
for 5 more
Okay.
points. Now this, it doesn't, at this stage, is not super
Is
crazy because he'll just make himself a threat.
tree.
But
I'm
that
going
just
to
shows how
encamp
powerful
there.
it can be, especially as we saw yesterday, late game. Just
And let's see.
dumping craft cards for points. Yeah, Nev, they may see it already.
It's interesting to see the table is teaming up with Vagabond to deny Warlord any of the ruins.
Yeah. Well, Warlord, I mean, people.
I don't think it's necessarily the wrong
I'll do
play. I just think it's
cycles
interesting to
over
see.
here.
Like it's such an amusing reversal when you remember
I think
back
Warlord's gained a reputation from this tournament as
I will
like,
not recruit.
he's slow to start and
And
he's only
then
scoring a few points a
I'm
turn,
going to
but he kind of gets to a point where
spend a
when you
card
finally think, okay, we need to
to
deal with him,
clear that
it's
path.
kind of too late. He's just too strong.
gain a point.
Mhm.
I mean, he's just like this gigantic ball
then
of
I
rats,
do
like
my
wandering
retinue.
around, and you basically have the entire table
I
has
will
to like
move
go for him,
2
and even then
guys
it's pretty
over
difficult.
there,
Especially if the Warlord is.
and then
I mean, when I play
will
Warlord, I usually
do
just play stubborn
battle
every
and
other turn,
delve.
so half the game I'm
This mob.
hard to hit.
I mean, I guess I'll roll. I guess I don't need to, but
All right, so he took one of the
The
mobs.
warlord could play ambush, but
that's true.
If
Yeah,
he
I'm not
delves,
going to.
he
Okay.
could risk losing a card.
Take
Not if he takes it from that bottom
score
one.
point.
We saw him open up a path, which
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I see him over there. Yep, you're right.
by the way, first path open. Love to see it.
And
Badger's
And
doing it
let's see what we
questionable
get.
because they are so card
it's a
hungry.
3-pointer.
Yeah, it was
Great.
3,
And I'm in
so
3
he was good. He moved
clearings
over
that I
there.
rule, so I am able to delve safely.
He will lose a card if he decides to recover this, though.
Yeah.
The entire table ganging up on anyone usually stops them, but yeah, I mean, that's why, as we were
Yeah, it's
saying a
tricky.
minute ago, deflecting
I
your
lose
strength
a
is definitely a
retainer?
key element to root.
Yeah, for sure.
And spare the
If
liability.
you jump out to huge leads, because usually when you jump out to a huge lead, then someone starts policing you, and it's that guy that benefits. That's not the policer, but the one that gets
The third
second
party.
place. Yeah, the third party that benefits the most. Because the policer usually exhausts too much energy stopping the leader. That's why we talked about yesterday, like, I don't like policing in
Yeah, I'm
last
gonna
place.
go ahead and do it.
Root is all about
I'm gonna grab
being the
that.
person who plays the game the
And
least.
Since I don't rule 3 fox planes, I have to
Probably right.
get rid of
All right, so he is going to
this
get
guy.
it
I'll
and
just
lose
set
the
him right
card,
there.
which I don't
And
know enough
then
about Badgers to say if that's good or bad.
It's
that scores
it's risky.
me.
It's sacrificing
Yeah.
long-term
2
action
points.
economy for short-term gains. And there's, I think the
he only
current
has-
consensus in the meta right now is that action economy is king.
Yeah, and he only has 2 cards. One is a bird, so that helps. And the other is a fox. so there's
Oh,
the hammer.
locking the hammer in the retinue.
Yeah,
And then I draw
that definitely
3
hurts
cards.
a Vagabond long term. All right, pretty solid first
And
round.
that's
Yeah, some interesting choices, but
I mean,
solid.
Yeah, we have Vagabond.
um,
Should be continue to be strong. He can do a quest up in the Lost City if he wants to.
Okay.
Warlord's Warlord, and Moles have set up
So we will slip
major crafting potential.
here.
And no one seems to care. So that's good.
Stuff by Rudy, that is
First
straight up
we'll
savage.
reset up to 5
Maybe
items.
too savage.
What? Which one?
The Kyle played almost no game earlier today. Did he win?
Oh,
Then we will attack.
I missed
Token.
earlier game. The earlier game.
Poor
I
Waterman
did hear
got he got locked up as a Wooden Alliance on Winter Map.
Exhausted boot.
Yeah, that's tough.
Move
So he,
to the fox.
in a very
boot.
real sense, barely
We'll
played the game.
exhaust a torch,
You can have those kind of woodland games
Oh, yeah.
where you
The
just
ruin.
don't do anything
which is a
because
hit.
you can either.
We got the hammer.
Oh, you got the hammer. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like as woodland, you can struggle to get a
Oh,
base,
that's weird.
and then you
It's
can
not,
struggle to train sometimes if you're not
stacking
getting the
it
cards.
somewhere.
Yeah, you can just
For some
can
reason,
be struggle.
And look at that. We have denied the Warlord any of the ruins.
okay.
Yep, it's that's the danger in
The heck?
selecting. What happened?
we will.
I'm getting a prompt for a custom tile.
Oh,
Pass. And so I will draw a card
is it a soup can by any chance?
and end my turn.
I'll roll the dice for raise.
I don't know who took the Lost City mob.
Vagabond slipped in. Oh, they didn't battle. I thought they battled. I thought they were
No, he
battling to
did.
remove it.
Oh no, he.
He just didn't flip the sword. Okay.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter technically.
And then I will recruit twice on the
Well,
warlord.
he should have more points than he had. He's also missing a point
And once at my building,
because he got 1 point for exploring, and he was at 4.
Choose a
So he should be at
different
6.
Yeah, R.I.P. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to win as Vagabond if you miss some points.
Yeah, every point matters.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll be rowdy.
Item gate. Well, not. This is more like point gate now.
It's a
But
good
point
question
gate-
user anomaly.
Point gate only hurts you. You're not hurting anyone
Yeah, the
else.
routine.
Well,
Oh, there's a doubleton. Hope if Vagabond was anyone but
I
Thief,
have one
he'd
command
be out of this game
action.
almost.
yeah, that would be sunset on Vagabond's game. Even then, Vagabond would like
Thief.
2 Ts for
Oh,
questing.
I know. Yeah. I mean, as Thief, you ideally want at least one more T because you figure, okay, I'll at least craft one of them, or someone will craft it and I can get it.
He's
Oh,
a
But now that's
tool.
out of the question. We lost Matuka.
Still in chat. We'll see.
That's karma for VB doing what they did.
And then I will advance.
Oh, this is a lot of rats already.
This is.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Moles,
Here,
Mole's unhappy. That's why Machuca left. I kid.
seen the game.
I think he just got back.
Yeah.
yeah, let him load and then slaughter him. Yeah. Anytime there's a Vagabond in the game, Squid, it's like you don't want to go after him with the Warlord because you're just not getting anything. But he may not be getting any ruins, but he already has 2 prowess items, so and
No,
he
this-
still has Wrathful.
This Warlord is scary.
Oh no, for sure. Because one of the benefits of not seeking the random ruins is you don't get you don't get a sword to lose Wrathful early on the game, which can be really decent.
Wrathful can be good. I think it's a little overrated in general, but it can certainly be good.
I agree it's overrated, Pat, too, but if late game
think
you
I
need to churn through like
think you're right.
someone's, especially like some mole,
killed the mob
like
token,
turtle
and then
strat,
did explore.
that'll help.
Yeah, you should. I think 6.
But I
is
agree
one.
that it's
Yep.
oh, there he goes. He fixed
Okay,
the points.
thank you.
No
Yep.
more point gate.
They fixed it. I don't think everything is overrated, Lily.
Relentless.
I don't think you're
is-
overrated.
Aw, that was
Whoa.
the sweetest thing I think you've ever said.
Oh, I've been informed I'm supposed to say that Lily's not on screen tonight because she's ashamed of her haircut. I think it was very cute, but she's doing a
I'm
bit,
gonna do
and
that.
she told me to
I'm
do the
not
bit.
I'm gonna loot,
I mean,
so I won't deal.
her hair
with
was
this, but
cut
you
since
will,
last night.
because I
Yes,
want
she got a
to
haircut
loot.
earlier today.
Would you want to play an ambush moles?
Oh, you cut it?
No, I didn't. I didn't cut it. She
Oh.
went to a hairdresser.
No.
Okay, I'll roll the dice then.
I mean, we're gonna see it at some point, right?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so 3 moles are dead.
I'll take the boot.
Oh, he looted. Never mind.
Interesting.
Okay, so he
then
kept
I
the
have a
moles alive.
second
The moles will be able to do
advance.
some of their shenanigans.
Just use
Is he
it
just
to
going back? Yeah.
return.
Okay. He's leaving the moles.
Interesting.
So this is going to be an
Go
interesting
here
mole
and
turn.
take
Is he going to go for
my
the full? Because he has the full pump and
1
dump
point.
potential to score 5 points from items this turn if he wants to. Now
You're not gonna
you're
try
putting
to
a
get
lot of
cards
risk out there because you're
from that.
basically
I'll just
putting
take
2
the
more
extra
buildings
single
out,
card.
and
Okay.
someone is for sure not going to allow that to last
So
too
I
much
draw
longer.
2 cards.
These players just continually surprise me.
Mm-hmm. That's the beauty of this game. There's no real like.
Isn't it Matuka's turn?
It is.
Oh, he's still
Yeah,
loading.
he's not
Yeah, I
promoted.
think because I was loading. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It says my turn on my screen, but oh wait, now it says it's your turn.
99.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Machuka's not actually loaded in yet, but I went ahead and just popped him into a seat and fixed the turn before anyone got more confused. Over the Moro. Yeah, CJ, we were probably just going to play... what bullshit did we play this week? 18SY? Probably going to play the alternate rule set for that. Because I enjoy bad games, apparently. Soon, CJ. Soon.
Well, I'm getting problems here, but I'm
Still
I
99.
put the Warriors in
We're
the.
getting there.
my-
He's chugging along
my
though.
Fox good.
So you want to move your warriors? You're saying?
Yeah, moles are probably the.
Yes.
Oh, he's loaded now. Okay.
I think the issue is actually that the burrow's not locked, and Matuka doesn't
yeah.
realize. I think
So the
somebody just
double
locked it.
citadel. I mean, especially since he was given the gift. I mean, at turn 2 he has 5 cards. Normally, if you don't build, you're not going to get to that, and you'd have to build markets. But he's getting the luxury since he was given so
have
many
a tunnel
cards
in
to
that
build
Fox
citadels
green.
turn 1 to allow him to.
Oh, no. Are you digging?
Yeah, he's getting
Uh,
to eat his cake and have it too, because he gets
yeah.
the card draw and the recruiting potential, and he got to
Yep.
keep it all. He didn't even
Yep.
get wiped by Warlord.
I know it's pretty surprising that. So I don't know if he's digging
I
there.
think about it. So.
Well, is this guy extra or is he in your burrow?
No, I think it was on.
So the mole should have 1, 2. Yeah, he should have. Yep, that's correct.
Okay, in this case, I've just put in the buy.
So removing a certain number of moles, possibly all of them. I assume all of them. There's not super reason to keep any behind. Actually, there's probably no reason.
Yeah, I know there was a time where people were like, I like keeping some to help have an attack force for when I dig, and I think mole players gravitated away from that.
Yeah. I mean, as we talked about last time, I do like this kind of new mole thing of retreating troops back into the burrow occasionally.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're just going to move into, if he seems like he's going to be just trying to protect his building. So if you're going to do that, then you want as many out there as you can get. So that action 1 was move. Action 2, I suspect, is a build.
Yep.
And then he's probably going to formal in the bunny clearing and craft twice. And the table will react accordingly.
Or not react.
Or not. I mean, we've seen. Yeah, there's the last game I commentated with the Eerie that could be turmoiled like every turn practically, and the table's just like, nah, it's cool.
Josh and Jay, this is so wrong.
Then here's the 4 mole, I assume.
No, it's the first mole.
Citadel in the Fox.
The 1 mole.
So. Okay,
So you moved.
Okay, now I'm
You
confused.
did a building.
Yeah,
and
see,
your
see,
form.
I was on board, and now there's a twist. I don't get the
I
twist.
mean, if you're gonna go, look,
Yeah.
and this is the problem with this is like if you're gonna go this strong with this many buildings, you better just get your points. I mean, because that clearing's not gonna last. I mean, okay.
Right,
I assume it won't last.
That's the vulnerable clearing. That's the third citadel, which, I mean, I don't know how much you agree with this. I always feel the third citadel is overkill. Like
It's
just
overkill.
It's diminishing
totally
returns.
overkill. Yeah, because it's not necessary. Because by the time you would even get to use it, it's probably gonna be killed. So
Right.
maybe if you have a market somewhere, that'll stay alive.
So I thought the plan was to drop like, a market in each clearing. So we have a market citadel in
and
the
then
two.
craft both cards. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, if you're gonna go, the thing with pump and dump is there's no halvesies. You either do it or you don't. Like you can't just have, because this clearing is just ripe for destruction with Warlord, especially just right next to it. And Warlord could just pick Wrathful next turn and just chew through that in seconds. So he crafted sword. So no sway, it looks like.
Does not appear so.
You're gonna make that either the Warlord or the Vagabond very happy.
Yeah, Pat.
Erase.
Formal can be any suit.
Yeah, if Vagabond needs to go snatch that sword, so
Likely.
Warlord doesn't get the 3 prowess on turn 3.
Yeah, Pat. Fuggus cut me off. The jerk. I was gonna say yes, it can be any suit. I have had that mistake myself in the past. The card does not make that clear on its own. It just states it very plainly. So
Yes.
All right.
Yes, formal can be any suit and it can be mayored. So the cool thing about formal, and like for a while before pump and dump was like kind of the big thing, you never really got formal because you're playing probably no build moles, small mole. So formal was like, okay, I guess I'll do it because I'll score a point, but you're never planning to actually use it. But now with pump and dump, formal is like super powerful because theoretically you could build 4 times in a turn.
In camp?
You could do your 2 main actions and you could formal and mayor. And if you have the crafting in your hand to like score off all those buildings, you could score a ridiculous amount of points.
Recruit. Whoops. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay.
I love the first time somebody notices the scripting on the dominance card.
Yeah,
they see
like,
it
whoa.
slide off and they're like, oh no.
Recruit.
Leader Gabe's dev team used formal. Sure, they didn't know how to play bowls, Lily.
Yeah, I think they were pretty shocked when people realized you could just no build as them and do pretty good.
I believe Patrick is on record as saying that they had discovered it in testing, but did not anticipate it being the viable strat that it is.
Yeah. I mean, I agree 100% that it is not as viable anymore as it used to be, but it's still viable in certain situations, but it's not.
Go ahead and move.
The battle factions
battle
of the
the
Marauder
Vagabond
expansion
here? Ooh.
definitely
Wait.
Ooh,
definitely
Make
toned
my
it down
case.
some.
If you hit me, and you probably will roll well, I may have to go to the forest. Then I cannot get the sword from the moles. If that happens, the Warlord will most likely
Okay,
get
they're
3
talking about
prowess.
exactly what I talked about, where
True.
the Vagabond
If you
needs to
don't
go
hit me,
get that sword.
Then I can definitely commit to doing that on my turn.
I'll make my case if you do attack the Vagabond, I won't come attack you here next
Attack the
turn.
Vagabond.
yeah, so that's what's happening. Badgers are talking about hitting Vagabond, and now Warlord is saying if you do attack the Vagabond, I will not come and hit you.
Ambush. All right. Well,
That's
So
see.
you can counter if
yeah.
you want, but
All right, we're hostile with Badgers
that's my
now.
case.
Yes, and that was very bad. That's unfortunate for the
bummer.
Badgers. You don't like to lose troops,
No.
for sure. Not with only 15. And yeah, he hasn't moved his hostile marker yet, but we'll figure that out later.
We're playing Mind Root. The relationship tracker has been updated in our minds.
I mean, as long as he doesn't score points from aiding him, it doesn't. Well, I guess the boot thing could matter too.
I don't know what
Yeah, that
Lily's
was-
doing out
that
there,
was
but
an-
she's making noise.
That was
Use
that was unfortunate.
my move and or
Unfortunate
recover
for the
to
Badgers.
Yeah, that really changes up what they have to do on their turn
this
now.
Badger over there.
I'm not sure Vagabond really needed to be. I'm not sure why he felt he needed to attack
I'm
Vagabond.
going to drop
I don't-
cards. In my
Might have been
menu.
some sort of table talk agreement there. Because
I think it was an interesting idea. I don't know that it was super necessary, but
I have 4 cards.
I mean,
Good grief.
the thief isn't doing badly, you know?
no, and I mean, I just don't think it's.
All right.
It's hard to assess threat level currently with
Okay,
just
we will
the leader at
refresh.
6 points.
We will slip.
Yeah, Rehabscape Vagabond only gets
for point.
only gets infamy when attacking when in battle
Yeah.
on its turn, as of the third
Get
printing.
the ruin. It is a boot.
A boot.
Well, the bad news for him now is he doesn't have the
mhm.
bag yet.
We
So if he
will
does
do a
go get the
quest.
mole
We will do a
sword,
funny
he's just going to have
quest
to
by
lose
doing
an
a
item.
boot. And a T. I'm gonna look
He's actually going to have to lose an
at
item
the next
now.
quest before I decide. I think I'm gonna get cards.
not
but I
sure
think I'm
That
gonna
was
look
the greatest
first.
move.
We have a hammer. We could potentially craft a bag.
We'll
This
pick
is true.
2 cards.
If he has a hammer in his hand, that'll be IQ. Oh, he did draw 2 cards too. Satchel limit reached. Yes. You don't really want to lose items this
Okay.
early.
We are going to
Yep.
I saw that finger go to the hammer.
I did. Hammer.
Ah.
I know he's aiding.
the rats. So I'll exhaust.
Yeah, well, it looks like we're losing an item
That's weird.
because thinks he's aiding with the
Oh.
hammer.
Guess this is locked somehow. Okay.
All right, so
will
we are
Oh.
losing an item.
The rat's this card.
I think I found out what tried to load and failed.
What did?
Do you see the hammer?
Yeah, what are the hundreds?
Was the
Sorry.
hammer,
Yep,
like,
I
weird?
will aid you.
Does it
That
look-
card.
When you flipped it over, do you see the reverse side or no?
Anymore.
I do, yeah.
But,
Oh, interesting. I don't.
Weird.
Oh, you
and
probably have
we
mod caching
will
on.
Oh,
Do another
probably.
boot to move here, and then we will exhaust a sword to aid.
okay. Now he's going to lose 2
rolls.
items.
To grab the sword.
We are.
I feel like he
I don't
might
know
not
the
realize
points for
he's going to
that
lose
one.
2 items, but he did set him aside. But
Um,
he's not going to lose the T.
Done a lot. Feel good. Do I want to get a pass point?
Yeah, RIP losing 2 items. That's
Oh,
ugh, I don't like that. I mean, which would you pick? Squid, what would
yes,
you
we
pick out of
will,
this? What would you lose? You don't really
Oh,
want
well,
to lose the
card
sword.
to-
Squid commentating now? What are you doing?
No, I'm reading chat. I'm trying to interact. You know, this is what they do. This is how they do things.
It sounded like you were asking Squid
Oh.
what he would
My-
Oh,
lose.
well, I mean, I want his opinion. What about you? What would
Are
you,
those the items
okay,
you're
I mean,
describing?
assuming he's going to realize he has to lose 2 items, what would you pick here?
So
Oh,
I
he-
have 8, and
Yeah,
I
he does
need
realize it. So,
to have just 6. So
I mean, a boot
I
and
will.
I guess he could lose. No,
Can we lose
I
the
would-
torch if we? There's one ruin left, right?
Yeah, but then he loses like half the quests. He loses the fun potential of stealing cards.
That and
Probably a boot if he wants to stay in this game. Yeah.
Okay. Sword and boot. That makes sense.
I just still don't like it.
I don't love it because we still have that escort quest,
Okay.
and we've gone hostile with badgers already. Well, in
Yeah.
theory.
Before you
Uh,
True. So losing a boot. I mean,
let me.
the good news is badgers
lay the
usually aren't
situation out for
like
you.
in that many
Yes.
clearings, so you
Got
can
a
usually
vagabond
slip.
over here with 9
Mhm.
points, bunch of items, solid lead, and
They're still saying vagabond's a threat, and I agree.
Yeah,
But
I was about to discuss this.
if he had pulled a bag instead of that boot, he'd be more of a threat. for sure.
obviously, as you saw, I was trying to hit him a little bit, slow him down.
This is interesting. I don't know how experienced
that
these players are
you
with
could
Despot
probably
Infamy.
pretty easily, at least
Yeah.
get
They
one.
might be reacting entirely to a normal Infamy meta.
Right, and they see a vagabond with
and I'm
multiple
gonna
swords,
move
and
into
they're
this
like,
clearing
he must
and
die.
spend
Right.
My advances
Which-
against him.
non-DI
get
is
there.
definitely the case.
If you
can't,
Sure.
stay in there and protect your
The
mob,
table would have a
then that
huge
would be-
vagabond problem
Yeah,
right now
You'd be
double-
doing
Oh,
with
yeah.
normal infamy.
Double duty.
For sure.
Okay. So let me just go in order. So I did the raised dice. I do my recruit. 2 on the warlord. 1 at my stronghold.
Man,
To
I
choose a
think
new
the moles are just
mood.
going to get left alone.
I don't have a.
They certainly like that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the table's talking about the vagabond threat.
Well, that said, going to deal with the vagabond is going to mean that warlord is camping on a mob token there,
Stubborn.
which means the moles actually are threatened by
I
that.
would prefer stubborn.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting if the...
Mhm.
Because if... Yo, this would be sweet.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. You bring up an awesome point. If the warlord just goes and camps on the moles,
Build
the moles have no ministers.
See what this nice
whatsoever.
key card you gave me, and
They have
this
2 actions, essentially.
dominance card.
So there's no way he's going to battle through the
Ooh.
collection of rats.
Stronghold
that-
on Lost City.
Yes.
2 strongholds on
strongholds.
Lost City.
And he can craft whatever he wants now.
King of the crafting. Wow.
This is... I love games that just...
Kind of a
Surprise you at every turn.
Yeah, exactly right. They
vagabond.
don't do what you think they're
I'm
going
leaving
to
these
do.
2 guys here to defend my base.
I would maybe like 1 extra one defending the Lost City.
The crafting potential of those strongholds are a little too much. So
First
he might move
advance,
back. He might move back. He has 2
See, I'll
prowls.
bring
He might
these
move back.
guys. Okay. First advance. I'm gonna battle.
If we move back, we're not camping on the mob though.
No ambush.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to craft on the mob. They're all just vagabond, vagabond, vagabond.
Wow. Vagabond had 2 ambushes.
So I take 1 hit.
Oh, is he stubborn? Yes, he's stubborn. That's a good play.
Yes, so you are hostile now.
And technically the badgers are also, but
damage.
it's okay.
Chat pointing
Now,
out the very important
we can
fact that
craft-
Warlord can craft soup kitchens. Yes.
Oh,
I
boy.
did tell the players it was mandatory that they rep our sponsor by crafting soup kitchens. So
Yes, and please mention it in chat as much as possible. They do read the chat logs over there at Campbell's. So if you can share your favorite flavors.
Take 1 hit.
I made a custom deck that has 5 soup kitchens in it.
And each one, the bird is holding a different Campbell's flavor.
That's the vagabond. Don't let I get
It's in the, it is in the discard. You're right. We did see it earlier. I think
The
moles
first
used-
one's there's 4 more.
There's 4 more.
Press. And then I will draw 1 card.
Wow, so he is sitting on the mob. Man, he left. Man, this is an interesting game because it's like all these players keep, building this like thing that should be threatening, but like it just gets left alone because there's something else that's more threatening potentially. Like they're all fixed on this vagabond, so it's like, oh, the warlord has 2 strongholds in Lost City. Whatever.
You better dig.
This is super unusual to see. The moles on turn 3. Is this turn 3 or 4?
To be honest, I don't know how to take the
Can't remember, but
Yeah,
with
I think
with
you're
only
kinda
4
stuck,
mole.
man.
That's
Like,
and he's like hasn't
you
been
only have
hit.
one battle.
If
you
you
dig
if
and
turn
it's
3
like
moles
one
has
dig.
only 4 mole, it usually means they've been attacked already
Right.
I
and
think
lost
you
a
only
building, so
put
they lost a
4 in
card or
in
something.
the burrow.
Well, he's even if he digs there,
Yeah,
he's not getting the mob. It's the mob's
Right.
gonna
That mob
burn it
is
down.
there.
do it
Yeah, there's no
first one here.
the warlord's stubborn. There's nothing's gonna clear those guys
Is this
out.
the card you dug with? Sorry.
Is this your card?
Yes, the one I used to dig.
Okay.
Oh, we're spending the coins to do this
Oh,
too.
Strat is soupier. Whoa, he spent that. What? Oh
I
boy.
think it's the right thing to
Yeah,
do.
that's. I don't like that.
I'd love
Is this entanglement?
I left it.
Okay, no ambush.
This is an interesting.
Okay.
There's some. So he is gonna use his other one just to attack, which is kind of a waste.
At least he didn't take losses
he
from it.
attacked Vagabond, right?
Oh, did he attack Vagabond?
I assume so. Because why would you attack Warlord? It makes
So
absolutely no
your
sense.
card just to build.
Man, moles are going to be decimated after this turn. Is he still using 4 mole to build anyways? Why'd you get rid of the coins then? Yeah, he is. Yeah, why not just keep the coins? Especially because you're going to lose 3 cards as soon as those buildings burn down. Oh no, I guess they all burn down simultaneously, right? Is that how that
Yes.
works?
Yes, it'll be one
So
press
it's
of
only
failure.
1 card. All right, that's not that bad, I guess.
We just move the market over there. To the clearing with
Okay.
2 warriors.
Wait, he moved the warriors too?
No. He moved the market that he
Oh.
was building from the heavily
Right,
defended
right.
2-slot clearing over to the.
Yeah, this is a unusual play a little bit. Now he's because he wants to build again. No, he's swaying. Okay, no, he's swaying. He's swaying.
No, I was gonna say we only have the 1 formal and no mayor.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
So I'm not used to moles having this little action economy.
I know exactly. Turn 3 moles with only 4 mole is so now he still only has a squire. Still like, why didn't he just keep the coins? I mean, he's gonna. Yeah, he only scores. At least I mean, I guess he seems non-threatening, but it doesn't matter because your buildings are going to burn to the ground. It doesn't matter how much threatening you are. You might as well have just scored the points. It's small mole with instead of no buildings, no ministers.
Somebody tried hypothesizing a no minister strat once.
No.
No.
Well, remember we talked about the Reddit post that are like, "Hey, has anyone tried the Erie no roost strat?"
Right.
And he's like, "It was successful," and then like he edited it later. It's like, "Never mind, it's terrible." Yeah, one game it might work. I mean, anything in root, one game might work. But
yeah, it just disconnected.
over long term, he disconnected again.
Yeah, I mean, there are some things that are fundamental in root. You're always going to need your scoring engine. You're always going to need your action economy. You know.
So
Yeah.
Just to be clear, you're still doing your turn.
But you can always try anything. I mean, it's good to try different stuff because there's. I mean, there's probably some stuff in here that no one's really discovered yet. I would possibly, I don't know, some kind of crazy strat. I mean, I still keep trying like a more dig heavy mole strat where you kind of like once you get up to 5 cards, you can kind of burn a card.
You said
because you don't really need the 5th card every round. You just need 4
Yes,
cards.
yes.
I see.
And try to dig and attack.
And then the other
just random
you
stuff,
revealed,
but
you're just putting back to your
It's
hand.
not as it's not as efficient as just playing moles, you know, turtley and scoring. That's. I kind of wish one of the ministers like allowed you to dig or something.
That would be fun.
Yeah, because I mean, I think dig should be core to their, faction makeup, but it's kind of, it really doesn't come into play gigantic until kind of the end of the game, because cards are too precious early on to spend them.
Well, that's why we should have back the controller minister, the one that just has you draw a card. Remember?
Yep. You showed me. Yeah, the moles were very different.
Badgers,
If
I
no
know
one's
you
seen
gotta
the
do your
print
own
and play
thing.
from the
Is it
Underworld
actually-
expansion, you should
Just-
definitely
just-
check it out. The moles
okay.
were.
Not. I think we're just.
I mean, they
waiting
weren't
on us to draw
drastically
cards,
different, but their
Yep.
ministers were a lot different.
I'm obviously spinning a
You had
turn
what? The
forced
one
to
that drew
contemplate
a
life.
card. You had the one that like
what
allowed you
are
to
your
craft.
thoughts
Like, is that how they
on the
crafted? Was
situation?
during their
Yeah, I
minister
think
turn?
like in the earliest cut, that was how you crafted.
So it seems like
I mean,
moles
I'd
are
love
these
the
two
drawing a card
buildings,
during your turn.
Yes.
One of the
Uh,
Badgers versions, you could draw your draw
and
cards
the Warlord
mid-turn.
is
And I
very
think
close
that's very
to 3
interesting
prowess.
since no,
They have 2 and 2.
other than the Vagabond, I guess with quests.
Are you playing to
Otters?
spread out? Are you playing just to get
Okay,
relics?
fine.
Like, what are
Shut up.
your thoughts?
All right, it's still interesting because
I
it's
mean, if you're
underutilized.
asking
How
if
about
I'm
that?
planning on attacking the Warlord right now.
Can't argue with that.
I am not planning on doing that on this turn.
Well, sure, but like, are you gonna
But yes, the moles were.
try to set the walls so they can't?
I would have I would have liked
yeah,
the moles better had they
oppress points.
the ministers
like,
been a little
are
more
you just trying to get as many
varied, not
relics as
just move
possible?
battle score. Basically, what's
Uh,
move battle build score.
I mean,
That's
a
what
little
they
bit of
do.
both.
How would you like it if moles had their overpopulation mechanism, where if you had too many warriors in the
I'm
burrow,
Oh, that's
they all
right.
died?
Trying to get
That's
relics. I mean,
right.
that's kind of the whole point.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, that was
You
weird.
got your one was a statue. Yeah, I'm just trying to think through because, like,
That was unusual.
I'm just not sure.
I think
There's
they
a
had
lot of moles on this board,
have
actually.
0
when you
actions.
look at it right now.
Even with all their warriors.
Wait,
you're not
what?
gonna do much against the
Yeah, Pat,
Yeah,
that was a
ex-
thing.
Explain that again. So if there's
Yeah.
too many in the burrow, they
Yep.
died? Wow.
They would die. They would all die.
So you're kind of forced. Well, I mean, I
Well,
assume
seeing as
was there a mechanism where
how
you could only
you
get
are
them on
currently
board via digs?
at
Yeah.
9 points.
I mean, it was all
Oh.
the same stuff with tunnels, but if you had like 7 in the
actually
burrow,
only at 3,
then at a certain point in your turn or something, they would
That's
all
correct.
die.
That's
Um,
weird.
Warlord
It's
is
very
at 3.
morbid too.
It's a hard
It's a little,
life.
yeah, they would suffocate. That's
I'm
a little
okay
like
with
that's
how
even
things
that's
are sitting
morbid
right
even
now.
for root.
Why are y'all? I was imagining they
That's
just
what I was
caused
curious
the tunnel to collapse or something.
Oh, I gotcha.
But I guess it could be. Yeah, I was imagining a collapse, not suffocation.
Also, your friendly neighborhood warlord spent his turn.
Oh, and in case
attacking
anyone
the
in chat doesn't know,
vagabond as
Guerric,
opposed to attacking the
he may have
badgers.
shared this on another
Yes.
stream, but he
I mean, right now,
learned.
Warlord
I
is.
don't know if he learned or knew an
my
interesting
hero,
fact
so,
that I didn't know, which
I mean, how could I
was
betray my hero?
the warlord's faction name, Lord
I mean,
of the
yeah,
Hundreds,
like when you try to
is
beat up
actually
a raccoon on the street,
a
and he has
version
a
of
bird
cheese,
ambush
right?
kind of
It is a type of cheese, yes.
Type of cheese.
So.
Now, whether they intentionally did that or not is pretty awesome.
He didn't
He's
have
You know what else is awesome?
Vagabond. You're
Pairing
God.
cheese with soup.
you're an outlaw.
Yes,
You're out there,
delicious.
You know, breaking all the
Especially
laws.
Well,
Campbell's.
that's only when I use the black vagabond token. I'm the white vagabond token this game, so it's
Oh,
all
so
different
okay.
now.
You're like the white.
Very
hat right now?
different now.
It's open mic night at the comedy club. I'm sorry.
This is just the one that gets like 3 points.
Well, you got to fill the
per
time.
card.
Well, he did finish
Yeah,
his
this is
turn, I
the
think.
nice
sorry, 2
vagabond.
No,
That's
oh
right.
my goodness.
Handing
Matuka
away
was almost
cards.
back.
Yeah.
He needs to draw cards, and I don't think he had anything else he actually needed to do.
It looks like you crafted informants. Which
Yes, he said he was going to craft those cards, so the table moved him over for him.
Keepers in
You know,
Iron
now
is
that I
also
think
a
about
type
it,
of cheese.
the vagabond aid strategy is kind of like tech companies giving away free services and then money off of your information.
Free.
Yeah, it's free, right? And then I'm just going to score a bunch of points.
Oh, I didn't
So,
realize
I'm a
Vagabond was
venture
so
capitalist,
decimated.
is what
So
you're
yeah,
saying.
Vagabond is
That's what you're
definitely going to the
I
forest.
don't know. I mean,
Yes.
it's a
Which is the time. This is kind of the time you want to do it.
So I've
You
never
definitely don't want to
played
do it near the
with
end of the game.
Warlord and the Vagabond in the same game, so I'm realizing how hard it is for me to get my items.
it's a very
not fun.
interesting combination.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I still have like the T's and the hammer. Like, oh wait, no,
All right,
I
hopefully,
guess.
he can come back.
Yeah, I know. I only took I had both T's at the
Out
start
of all the
game, so I
games,
was like, I'll just do the Warlord.
And
Otherwise,
this is
I'd
true,
get
right? Of
Yeah,
all the
no,
games, you haven't had someone like
I mean, I
mid-game
would
have to
Guerric, but my hand was
Yeah.
full of fox cards,
unable to continue.
and
correct?
I couldn't.
That's correct. The one real time we
so.
encountered it, Omega Knight's power went out.
We'll
We
see.
had
I'm in the
Oh, I
lead
did remember
as
that
has been
game.
noted
Yep.
a couple
Yeah.
And
times
he,
before, so
Lily
we'll see
moved
how it
his
happens.
pieces.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that.
That was hilarious.
Oh, Matuka just
Well,
left
then last
the
week you did have the
chat.
poor,
So let's see.
poor
Matuka
locked
just
player
dropped out
who
of the
just was
call,
like,
too.
dropped out of the.
"I'm out of here."
Yeah, I guess we could just ask Guerric if there's an update
back
or
in
not.
Yes.
I've not gotten any
Never mind.
update. Yeah, let's see if Matuka can make it back.
He has to still draw cards, right? Is that what we're waiting on?
I believe so.
Card's gonna go in his hand. I'll just put it back.
No, I think he crafted that. I don't know. Maybe not. He's joined. Looks like with decent ping. Though no, he's still loading. Never mind. All right, so we got to fill some more airtime. So, chat. Your favorite soup flavor? Anyone? Swole. Yeah, swole is like you're building buildings essentially. So the old swole to small to swole strat is you go no build for a while and then you choose the perfect moment to just build. And it's a very effective strat because you can get your lords out first that score your points for your buildings. So then you build and score the points for the buildings in the same turn instead of waiting. So you can burst a decent amount. So that's kind of the strategy I like with moles. I like going no build for probably 3 or 4 turns and then find a good clearing to just
When
swole it
you
up.
pay a card to remove the pathway, can it be any card as long as it
All
basically
drinks,
tastes,
just
or does it
soup.
have to match one
Yeah, I
of the
mean, is soup
pairings?
really a food?
it does
I
not
mean,
to
let's be honest,
match.
people.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Is it? I mean, is a nice can of Pepsi just carbonated soup?
Oh God,
I
carbonated
always
soup.
imagine it as it's like you're paying that
Cereal.
woodland creature to dig a tunnel for you, whether it's a fox or whatever.
Okay.
But is market swole? I think we usually just say any buildings are swole. Markets are generally the ones that mole players will build the most because the card draw is more important for the craftables and just in general. Because if you're most mole strats, you really don't need tons of troops because yeah, you're trying to protect your buildings, but other than that, you're probably not doing a whole lot. You don't want to police as moles, in my opinion. If the most efficient mole strat, you're not really trying to stop anyone. You're just trying to outrace them, which you can do a good percentage of the time. But if you do have Brig Mayor and you want to pick off a few rats here and there, if he's got some, but I think the Warlord could struggle on this map because he's going to have a lot of hard time finding clearings that are just his. Though he does have the entire left side of the board just empty that he could just start venturing over to. What does the woodland make their soup out of? That's a good question. The bodies of dead woodland creatures. Why is there no humans in Root? The river. Turtles. Well, little known fact, in case some of you are new to Root, the badgers were originally turtles. But they feared that clothing them made them look weird. I think that was the thing. Yeah, they needed to have, they wanted them to have pants because that was too awkward, I guess. But when you clothe a turtle, it doesn't really look like a turtle anymore.
While you're waiting,
it just looks like a
I'll share
worm.
something I
Something.
learned after my first game is that when you play with two vagabonds, you can throw away a ruined item
Kyle's afraid of
to
turtles.
get the other type of ruined item.
There's
because
probably
the
some
language
pretty
in the
sweet
law
turtle art
says that
out there that
you
I don't know if they've ever
can
released.
get
And
it
I would
as long
assume
as
they
it's not
sketched it up,
already on your
maybe.
board. And so if I had,
I mean, a lot of the badger,
if you
think
have,
about it, a
ruined
lot of the
sword
badger
and you have two
holdover
vagabonds,
stuff
there's two ruined swords, you can't get the
is-
second one
is
because you already have one on your
applicable
board.
to turtles.
Oh, okay.
The
But
armored,
if you
for
find
instance.
a way to throw it away, and later you know where the other one is, you can go back and get it. I didn't realize that, and that would have given me like a 50-50 chance of winning.
Good point, Squid.
I had
If he could
that.
craft sloop kitchens,
Still not likely.
he
but,
could just start
very
oppressing
interesting, like weird quirk in the rules with two
his
vagabonds.
mob tokens.
I don't know
you
two
can, like-
vagabond rules at all, so
if you
But
pick up the sword and
unless
then
Guerric actually did put 4
for example
or 5
7
in the
items
deck,
and you
there's
don't have a
only one,
bag,
and it's
then
discard,
Yep.
unfortunately.
chuck the sword and then go back and get
Okay, Focus. How are we doing?
Great.
We still waiting on.
We're doing great. I'm
Normally, you would
chatting.
never be able to do it.
We're selling. I
Or
think
it's
we've
like
got
the
some guys
hammer
on
would
board
be
with
another
the
one,
soup
but you would have to get rid of the
purchases.
hammer. So like it's more common with like a boot, or more common with a with a sword.
Matuka
But
is
super
almost
edge
loaded.
case. And you have to know where it is, or have a good guess. But
so the other vagabond won in that game.
no, the Erie player did.
This could be. He drew his cards. We did it.
But it was a
We did it!
close game.
I don't think I've actually ever played a game with two
I'm
vagabonds.
sure the badges
because
realize he did, though.
it just always
A
seems like
suppressive
a weird
regime.
imbalance.
It is. It's a very different game.
no, that's the way it was intended.
Is Soup Kitchen's undefeated? Was Soup Kitchen's crafted at some
Ideally, it
point?
would be
There was
fun
one game
for
early
the
on
player.
where they
Really?
crafted.
There we go.
Awesome. I've played a lot of Root, and I don't think I've ever seen it crafted in any one of my games.
I think
Which would probably be the only card I've never seen crafted.
I've seen it now.
Okay. All right. So Badgers, looks like you're good to go now.
Okay, I can take my turn.
Again.
Very first game of the tournament. That's
Is that
awesome.
right?
No worries.
Sorry, I'm a little frazzled right now. I forgot which game it was.
You need more soup. need to nourish your brain. All right, that was a very long pause, but we're back on track.
Worst case scenario, I drafted Lily. We can maybe work out a solution if we have more issues.
First off,
Issues that can't be solved
I'm
by
not
Campbell's.
camp or decamp, but I will recruit.
Oh, Propaganda Bureau gets
2
thrown in the
Badgers
deck.
and Fox.
I'm honestly not sure who would want it in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure, right? It's like, yeah, I mean, Warlord Mike could use it for some crazy oppress weirdness, but yeah, I don't think anyone would really utilize it that great. But it's still a powerful card. So Badgers are still, they're not set up bad. They still have some things going on. They could score some points here. Yeah, he could have actually crafted Propaganda Bureau because he has 3 buildings. It's not a bad craft for Badgers. Though normally you're getting you're getting 2 recruits for 1 card instead of just switching out a guy, but it can help you get guys in weird places. Because as we've seen a lot of Badger play, like when you get that one guy in an area that you're hoping to encamp next turn, and the table's like, nope, we're not gonna let that happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for Propaganda Bureau to be a bad card. It just certain factions take less advantage of it, or have higher costs to use it.
And it's card cost too. Like Badgers, it's like I could
go ahead,
switch out 1 warrior, or I could put this in my retinue
here,
where it's probably gonna be worth more. Well, say bye to those strongholds.
I'm gonna
potentially
move here.
Okay.
And we have our 3 clearings for rule.
Because
you want to rule
to get this relic. I'm gonna battle in this clearing, which means I have to attack this mob. It's not out of ill will.
No ambush.
And then I'm going to.
I'm giving you a point.
This could be
recover this relic.
3-point relic.
And
he found both 3 totems.
I think
I'm not gonna do a second battle.
Oh, so he's not gonna battle in the Lost City.
I'm going to move.
He's gonna let those strongholds live, which.
And then I'm going to.
I mean, I don't know.
Recover.
It's hard to tell this early in the game if it matters.
Guy.
So he's going to recover that. He won't have to lose a card.
2 foxes and
the
middle guy.
So
I mean, I think we're seeing a very solid
very
Badger
patient,
game.
Yes, yeah. And it's good. He's not. I mean,
so you get
danger with the Badgers sometimes is looking
and
too strong. And if you kind of score, if he's scoring kind of in the gradient, not like the burst style. So the people fear the burst. When you have a bunch of relics sitting around and
I have to remove.
Your retinue's gigantic, people start getting afraid of how many points you can score in a turn. But if you're kind of scoring
he fell off the edge.
Kind of slow, steady.
Whoops. Okay, there he is.
Though he has now anchored himself into first place because the Vagabond's.
And then I will do my red.
Right.
I'm gonna
add. Antic. I would assume there is some turtle art.
There is. There's some turtle art for the RPG. They refused to release anything for the board game, and they claimed that the issue was that turtles wearing pants didn't work for the aesthetic of Root.
It doesn't really, because and the issue is just the turtle. It's hard to make the turtle. The definition of a turtle, the defining aspect is the shell. So if the shell's covered or they're looking at you from front, I agree that it's
in the woods.
Turtles, I would have liked to have seen turtles instead of badgers, just because I think
then do evening
it would have been more interesting.
So
but I can understand
damage is refreshed.
The art could have potentially been odd.
I thought it just repairs. Does it refresh too?
Turtles and top hats.
If it's broken, it's repaired.
Oh.
It doesn't really matter because
Nev, I don't think it was a joke, because Kyle also said it, and they've repeated it multiple times.
Oh, I didn't think it was a joke either, because I'm pretty sure.
And
oh boy, now I'm forgetting his name.
Okay.
What's the guy that we always
I
did
get
stuff
to
with?
raise.
That we always did stuff with.
Yeah,
Okay.
So all this stuff dies.
oh my god.
Sorry,
I have to go look.
moles.
I feel
3
really
buildings
stupid.
in the
Don't send
tunnel,
this to
4
Leader
points.
Games.
You're not stupid, Focus. You just have dementia.
But you just lose one thing, right? One mole.
Yeah.
Is this where I say that you can cure dementia with Campbell's soup?
Yes. I'm getting old. I can't remember things as easily. Oh, Joshua.
Joshua
Ugh.
Yearsley? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought that might have been who you were referring to, but you phrased it in such a weird way. The guy who we did the things with?
Well, that's who we played with most of the
Yes,
time.
yes.
I don't think during testing I played with Josh primarily. I never.
One choice.
I
Right,
don't think
Nick was developer of the hirelings and landmarks, and Josh was developer of the factions. So
Yeah,
most
yeah.
of our testing was
Like
with
I don't
him.
think. I may have played with Patrick like once, and
2 on my
certainly
warlord.
Cold I didn't play with at all.
Oh, well, you didn't play with Colt? I'm
No.
kidding.
I don't think he played that much. I don't remember.
No.
Not
I mean,
recall.
the way the leader pipeline works is they were designers. Like they created the initial
Then I choose
stuff,
them.
and then they pass it
Yeah.
off to developers who do the actual
Yeah.
exploration and
fine-tuning.
growth of the ideas,
Yeah.
the testing. It's very
Alright,
similar
so-
to Magic the Gathering if you ever
Yeah.
played Magic.
So we lost the 3 buildings as moles.
Yep, we triggered Price of Failure once.
Yep. He needs to discard a card.
Did we not discard?
I didn't realize moles had all those crazy crafts either.
I'll
He has
be
swap meet, charm
wrathful.
offensive, and informants.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay. He needs to discard a
And
card.
I'm
We'll
gonna
worry about that
craft
later.
coffin makers.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. Now the game just
Using
got
my-
spicy.
City of Everything, Lost City.
There's no saboteurs out, so that's going to stay out for at least a round.
Then I'll pay these mastering.
One of the themes of round 2 has been that Warlord with Coffin Makers is a game-winning combo.
I mean, if he just go battle ham and
I have
just
2 commands.
feed your scoring engine. I mean, if you lose rats, whatever, they could score me some points. I would say it's probably one of the stronger factions to have it, if not the strongest, for sure. You're right. Not
First
again.
command action.
Is he gonna
Second
spawn the
command
coffin?
action, I will-
Don't know.
Battle. The mole in this clearing.
All right, so yep, moles are getting hit, and he's in last place. That's a feels bad.
Okay, no ambush.
Okay.
Yeah, remember Nev when before you made the coffin, we used to make a gigantic version of the card
I'm
that
gonna
filled
take
half
them to my
the
coffins.
TPS table.
Or draw a
Putting measles
box
on there.
on the table.
Yeah. Oh, is he wrathful? Oh, he is wrathful. Oof.
Then
Those
I
are
will
the days.
advance
And it was
twice.
hell, yes. Man, wrathful plus coffin makers. Yeah, this could be spicy.
Squid Mark, if you were smart, you would clone the card.
Battle
And
moles again.
No, we
make-
did. No,
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you were smart, you
Oh.
would clone the card and make a bigger one. If you were dumb, you would just resize. You would make it too big and then put it small to put it back
Yeah.
in the deck later.
So a 2-1. So 3 more dead moles. Go to the coffin.
Do 3.
Yeah, we're seeing Warlord chase the moles and not the Badgers here. Badgers just getting to do their thing.
Yeah, I think the warlord just knows he can kill more moles. I mean, with 2 battles, his coffin already has him a point. Yeah, warlord is definitely an issue now. He deflected.
I'll
I
just
think he
stay
was one of
here
the
and
ones that
battle
was
again.
deflecting to the vagabond early on, and now he is now. He got the badgers to police the vagabond for him. He got the moles to police the vagabond for him, and now he doesn't
Lose
need to hit the
one,
vagabond, and he
take
just
2.
slaughters.
My goodness, that is a lot of death.
That is a lot of moles on. He still hasn't lost a card, but we'll forgive him because his troops are or his
I get 1.
game state is not as good as it was. All right, so we're now all tied for first. The moles
And I will draw 1
could
card.
end up in this tie after this turn. He still has a citadel and a market out, but he's definitely
a lot of planes, but now
looking
they
shaky.
all changed it. So
But his extra card from
hang
not
on, we
discarding a
didn't do
card
price of
will
failure.
definitely help.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did. Okay, sorry.
Well,
There's
no,
the
there's
bunny
a
did not
card.
lose.
A card has to be discarded as well, I believe.
Okay,
yes.
so they caught the
Should I
card.
just-
It's
can I
a
just
random
pull
one, or should I?
Yeah.
Random.
Random.
Are you okay with me pulling one?
Yes.
Goodbye, mouse partisans.
His moles probably never gonna craft partisans.
Okay,
It's good posturing to
Yeah.
to
like,
True, that's
change
true,
the
because you
card
do have
with
extra
the-
cards and you can just craft it. But you're right, it is. Yes,
With
it's
you.
more of a threat than an actual.
yes.
Yeah, because
Me?
unless
Okay.
you don't really want to use it, because you don't want to discard your
so-
hand anytime soon.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to use it
Well,
if you don't have
looked
to.
At my card before.
I say as someone who lost a
Oh,
Oh,
tournament
he's
game
swap
using
meeting.
it.
I'm like, what is
It's
he
random.
doing?
But you still look at which one I have first. So you can just take one from this pile over here. And then after you look at that, you give me a card, whichever you want. You just click a 1 on it.
All right, so how do moles recover? He's gonna be able to recruit. I can't remember. I don't know if he put that in the burr already. I assume he did. So he'll get one more.
I mean, moles pretty much have to pivot small now, right? Their only way to stay in the game is probably to pivot to a small strat.
Yeah, because he's gonna
Uh,
lose these buildings. He needs to get Brig out like ASAP.
Right.
Just to like, and not for battling, just for the flexibility of moving.
Right. Like, I think our goal needs to be building up a sway engine of an action economy over the course of multiple sways. And maybe
Yep.
then we could do some sort of late game pivot
Is
back
this
into
pulling
Swole.
back? Sorry.
Yeah, because he's probably. I assume Warlord's just gonna
Okay.
take
Yeah.
the rest of his buildings and stuff. Well, he actually has a mob token there, so yeah, those are dying.
Right. Right. I mean, there is no sense in caring about this clearing whatsoever.
Yeah, I feel like he's. But he could battle this if he had like Brig Mayor, he could go for it if he wanted to. But
Right, but
with
the problem is
only
we don't.
one action. Yeah, he has one action. Essentially, he has the move and then one battle. So I agree. He just needs
Okay.
to do nothing and
Now I
just
will
get out a noble.
the bunny. The first one, the bunny.
Yes, he just needs to lay low. Moles can.
No ambush.
Moles, they can't get. Oh, he is battling them. Oh well. So 1-1 basically did not really accomplish much. I don't know if he's going to get anyone to help him over there to kill the warlord.
Okay, just take the mob token.
These are the times when you want to kill the warlord, though, because he's. How's he
Battle
attacking
you
that
in the
also?
fox.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He can't. He can't do that.
We're out of battles.
All right.
We moved
okay.
battle.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a captain.
Oh,
We're
he has
captain.
a captain.
We kept
I'm
captain
sorry.
and not
I thought
formal.
I thought that
Yep.
was formal.
Yep.
Okay. He's fine. He's fine.
He's fine.
See, they're smarter than we are.
Everyone's smarter than we are.
That's because they eat what?
Camel soup. I don't think you do. You eat soup or drink soup?
See the
Oh yeah, I
mixture
think
of
we
food.
drink it. We had that discussion while you were gone. Like, is a soup a food or a drink? Like, what? I mean, it depends on what soup. What about a broth? Do you even eat a broth? I don't cook, so I don't know. do you fix other things in a broth?
Before more.
All right, we'll get back. Sorry, chat. All right, so he's getting formal back. I mean, with the cards.
We are
I mean, I
never
guess
going to
he's-
get Marshall then. That is our third squire.
you're
We're never
right.
going to get Marshall.
And if he loses one of these buildings, he's going to lose.
I mean, he's losing this building. There is no doubt.
Oh yeah, you're right. So he's losing one of them, and if he loses the other building in the same round, he'll have no squires ever.
Right.
I'm trying to get. Yeah, I'd like Guerric. He needs to have some entertaining games, because this one might last like 5 hours. Because of no offense to the table, but the bad internet and stuff. It just happens.
Right.
We got to keep him entertained.
I'll just boot up Elden Ring in the background.
Wait, Guerric, you there?
Okay, now in
You there?
in the evening,
You're just like staring. Everyone sees you on Twitch, like staring in the
I
corner.
think I will choose
If I do
someone to draw.
no, it doesn't. I was wondering if I brought like my PS4 controller underneath me, would the light like shine up on my face and I could pretend to be playing that way, but it doesn't.
And you will receive 1 point.
Oh, okay. Great.
No, it's not going to necessarily
Thank
last
you.
5 hours. I was just making a joke about talking about other things. So he gave Badgers a point for the extra card draw. Interesting.
Very interesting. Of all the factions to pick, Badgers are.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would probably pick Vagabond in this situation.
right, but you have to know
hit.
that Vagabond's not the threat to do that, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that is.
Now we will.
I mean, the Badgers are still positioned pretty decently. I mean, he's in the Lost City.
Very timely.
Okay, so it looks like he's going to craft
The hero.
saboteurs.
Crafting saboteurs to kill coffin makers.
And I will choose not to draw
One,
from the
two,
card. From the.
So it looks like he's going to pull the informants,
Yeah.
13. Yikes.
which I don't hate. I mean, once you have a full card draw, you
He's
don't
got
need
13 on the
necessarily
card.
the
Oh,
ambush.
I mean, it might be necessary.
I don't know what
Oh.
I've done.
It might be
Yeah.
kind of necessary if you want to defend that last market that's going to be there.
Do something fancy.
Yeah. So the coffin currently has
He's going to score 2 points off a coffin.
13.
makers.
So yeah, he's at 2 points,
next turn.
depending on anything else dies. I
now,
doubt. But the Badgers might attack something. I don't know.
More lords are gonna die during this turn.
Yes.
Yeah, they're using the card for the coffin. Old school.
That
They didn't make it bigger though, and draw on it.
Probably for the best.
was a well-timed coffin maker's
I
build.
still find it interesting that no one, not a single player, has ventured into the far west of the board. There's been
you
2
will
mob
have my
tokens since
dreams
like
of
turn
being
1.
a
No one's
mortician
even
for them
touched that
women.
territory.
I know. I'm just waiting for Warlord to send some pieces over there for easier press points.
Oh yeah, I mean he could end up scoring 3 or 4 points.
So I have a not serious question, but why is Saboteurs not a Corvid? Just a random bird.
That is a good
Good
question.
question.
Fittingly, it should be.
I do not have a good answer for you.
If only this was the stream earlier today where Patrick and Cole were both here.
Maybe
Oh, they were. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
they popped
good.
in for a
Picture
minute.
can be in the
That's
Corvid
awesome.
conspiracy, at least in the Root RPG,
Hmm.
how they portray it. So like you could imagine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So maybe this is like his initiation trial to get
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, a bird card, so it's a bird. True, but a crow is a bird. There's crows
Is it, though?
on.
I'm going to not going to encamp or decamp.
So no decamping. Makes sense.
I
He
will
still has some,
spend a
he can
card
get some use out of those buildings
to
still.
recruit.
Yeah, I mean you have all 3 buildings. You're in a decent spot. No reason to.
Nope,
to
no
decamp.
reason to. And they're both fox clearing, so as long as you can
Pair.
just, you can never have to worry about losing cards as long as you.
That said, there is a danger of ending up like was it Friday night's game where Badgers locked into one suit too much, and they got blocked for it.
Mhm.
They ended up building
No,
their
you
column
can.
in such a way where getting locked out of that suit eventually
I'm
Yeah.
going to craft
hurt them.
false orders.
False orders. That's always a sweet card to help turn the tide of a game.
Mm-hmm.
And then do my retinue.
However, oh no, you can false order the warlord, right? It just says you can't move him. Oh no, you cannot.
The
You cannot
warlord
false
cannot be
order.
moved outside of.
Yeah, the warlord's turn. So
yeah.
yeah.
There.
Fortunately, you cannot, but you can move troops away from him
Yes.
and then attack him. So that's fine. So
That
it's
is a
essentially
fox-
the same
or sorry, a
same
bird
result.
move.
Yeah, you can make him lonely.
Gonna use
Squidmark, I do not know
Thinking about
if Jackie Chan knows of the 10 dub night limit.
Oh yeah, he's at what?
I think 9.
9?
Yeah.
I think we'll
actually I
see.
can use
We'll
that
see.
as a bunny move.
He has
I
2
use it
cards
all I
left,
want.
so
Yeah, okay.
we'll see if he slams them in there. But he might lose a card.
I'll use it as a bunny move. And then I have a bird move there.
Yeah, Lost City
then
definitely
another
makes
bird
things a little
move.
more flexible for moving around
There.
as the Badgers. You don't have to. You can just use that as whatever move. It's basically just another bird move for you.
Yep.
So finally, someone is the Badgers. If they can set up a nice little homeland on this side of the map, now they're gonna have to figure out a way to get some of that other stuff. But
Going to.
I mean, low key, some of their issues right now are the mobs, meaning that. Oh, okay, cool. Badgers have to be mindful of the mobs when they delve relics. They can't leave them too close.
He needs to score his point for that mob. That one's still fine. He's done a great job of protecting his cards.
Yeah, we started saying this on his previous turn, but he's doing just a very solid game of like surround forests, delve them safely, bring them home, recover them safely. Just like nice and steady and solid.
Ambush?
No.
Okay.
He still didn't score his mob point, which I hope he does.
Okay.
3-2. It's not the best roll.
Yeah, in fact, you might call that a bad roll.
That is a bad roll.
Oh man.
Not ideal. You hate to lose Badgers. Because right now he's pretty thin.
Are you gonna delve?
Good question.
Was that the end of our alliance right there?
Badger roll.
I mean, I don't want it to be. It doesn't have to be.
I think he would really not want it to be over.
I mean, yeah, he could.
Pretty vulnerable.
Yeah,
no, the jewelry one is down in the bottom of the map. So yeah, he's not going to be able to recover. If he delves again, he's not going to be able to recover both relics in this.
That's true.
So I think he should not delve because he will put pretty much any time you put a fairly undefended relic on the map.
All right, I'm not gonna.
It's like it's like
do a
chum in the water. It's feeding frenzy time.
He also couldn't delve without risking losing the card. You know. Yep. So I think it just all around is more prudent to not delve.
I mean, if he wants to keep doing this game of like, let's protect our cards and protect our
bird move,
not leave relics on the board
to move out of that clearing.
And then you go down there.
Bird move to move over here.
He still owns 3 foxes, so he doesn't lose the card.
Fox to recover.
Unfortunately, he should have 14 points
and I can
instead
do
of
it
11, which
because
he's
I
going
have
to give himself.
Boxes.
That's why they need me in the game to always score for them.
Fugless.
That is 3 points. 1, 2, 3.
And then I did one for the token.
There, you got it. See, see, helped him out. Another player helped him out.
Okay, yes. Then
what a friendly table.
Add that, and then draw 4 cards.
All right, Badgers. I mean, they're troops.
I guess 2. 1, 2, 3.
So this is where a situation where he could be. I mean, his troop situation on the board is grim. However, I don't feel like the table necessarily thinks he's like, crazy threat.
Right. The key to the next couple turns for Badgers is how does the table react right now?
Because if they kill like the 2 way station clearing, he probably doesn't even care that much.
And take this.
So he finally gets the bag. That's a point.
That will give us 1 point and exhaust our torch.
Yeah, reaction to the table is definitely key.
Yeah.
I don't think the vagabond will do anything. It's not. He shouldn't.
Well, now that he has that bag, he can carry all the soup he wants to carry.
We're going to exhaust our boot and aid the Badgers.
All right. Well, technically,
thank you.
This shouldn't work, but
yeah, we should be hostile.
Yeah, there you go. Then we are now going to attack the Badgers.
Okay. Well, I mean, he got a point off of an aid that shouldn't have happened.
I would like to play ambush.
Well, then he paid the price. Yeah, this is the last time I commentated a hostility was forgotten on an ambush. So yes, all players in chat.
All right. So
if you were ambushed as an attacking vagabond, you go hostile.
Yep.
Or no, sorry. If you're attacked as a vagabond and you ambush them,
yes,
that's what he did. Right. Don't forget, you go hostile because you killed them. You didn't use swords to kill them, but they still died.
Anytime you remove a warrior for any reason, even favor, you go hostile.
because
Yep.
now you're
So
hostile.
keep that in
and I
mind,
removed
because
the
this is the
peace
second time we've seen it
in
in
addition
games
to the
I've even
warrior. I
commentated.
believe that's correct.
But
Vagabond has a lot of little
It doesn't
systems
kick in the
that
battle
Oh,
after.
yeah.
something like digital
sure.
offloads from your mental
I think it's 'cause I
load
did two
Yeah.
that you have to
pieces.
be
Believe it
cognizant
was
of.
Guerric,
Oh,
since
it
it's
took
two
me.
pieces, if it's
Yeah, I mean, when
active
the root
now.
first came out, it took
Is
me a
that
while to
accurate,
just
Guerric?
understand, like,
Hold on, I got to answer.
okay, how many times
Could
do
you
I need
repeat the
to
question?
aid? Oh,
So I removed a building and a warrior. The warrior removal makes it hostile. So do I get infamy points for that battle?
You do.
Okay. We will exhaust.
All right, I'm back.
yeah. I
another
mean, when I was
sword
first
to do
playing
another
Root,
battle there, do
back when it
put
was
another
first released,
ambush
like,
badgers.
learning the Vagabond, even the
Okay,
aid
so I
was
will get another
confusing
2
to me. I'm like,
points.
okay, how many times do I need to
I
aid?
will exhaust
Like,
the hammer to
I
repair.
have to aid this many times in a turn, or like
torch,
consecutively?
and
I was just, I don't know.
draw a card,
It confused me, but now I understand.
and in my turn.
Okay, bring out your dead. I think I get 3 points.
Bring out your dead.
Yep. So he gets 3 points
Yeah,
for
I
coffin
think I
makers.
had
He's going to burn down
18.
another mole building and a tunnel.
So
So
I'm
this
just
is
surprised
a
it's not
solid
20,
5
like the way it was
points,
going, so.
and
Yeah,
he hasn't
so
even
take
done
1,
anything.
2,
Right.
3 points.
He hasn't even
welcome.
done anything.
Yeah, and then
Oh boy.
can start
Squidmark
taking
asking
people
when an
back.
Allied Vagabond battles with warriors, they remove them and damage their items evenly, or is it at their discretion? I know if you remove more warriors than you damage items, you go hostile.
Okay.
I have to check the exact wording for if you have
Oh, I
full
raised.
discretion over how it is. I
Wow.
believe you
I
do.
raised the
but
badger.
let
Yeah,
me-
I think you
the
do.
moles.
If I remember correctly.
I think so too, but I'm double
I've
checking.
only
It takes 2
been
points there
happily
for the
allied a
tunnel
few
and
times
building.
because
Yeah.
no one really, and most of the players I play with will not allow it to happen.
Yeah, and you
Yeah, it's at your
pick
discretion.
Who you want to get rid of, right? They're both level 1s.
Once
Yeah.
you get to that
Yeah, and
2
you need to choose one
rank,
from, you know?
Yep.
they
Oh no,
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
come on.
Counter ambush.
Under my recruit.
Yeah, Warlord is very strong. He's scoring a lot of points that he doesn't have to really try for. He scored 5 buildings or 5 points from mob tokens destroying other people's buildings, which really doesn't really
moles, I don't
happen that
suppose there's
often
anything I could do to convince
because
you
people
not to
don't
get rid of my
usually take
coffin
advantage of those
makers.
opportunities, but he did, and that's 5 points. Any points you can score from things that don't normally happen that
He's
often
raised
are
all your
going to
buildings,
be
but what about
a
peace?
big
Well, yeah,
game
I could
changer
stop
for you.
now. I'll leave the market.
And then he scored another 3
let's
from
see.
coffin makers. So 8 of his
Choose my
14 points
mood.
are basically
Oh,
things
sorry, I
that
had
he
to put 2
doesn't
on the
have to work
warlord.
that hard for.
And I think I forgot my home base too.
So after this end of this turn, he's probably going to be in the like 18 range,
Or
depending on what he does.
no, I'm not sure how many.
I have a feeling that market's gonna die.
I think I.
I
Okay.
100% think that market's going to die.
I don't
what
know
else
if it's
is he-
necessarily the best choice, but I think it's gonna die.
Yeah, I'm not sure you want to like totally take moles out of the game here, because they are well and behind, and you kind of need them to like potentially help out. But there's no other target. He has 3.
Guess I'll
He
be
has 2
rowdy
prowess,
once of
and there's
drawing
no
a card
points
that I
other
can
than that.
craft into an item. Let's see, and then
True, the moles are already.
I will craft.
mean,
rabbit
The moles probably
partisans.
aren't that huge of a threat, so he could just erase some badgers, and then it's really just between him and the vagabond.
Right. I think the 2 things that Warlord should be focusing on are eliminating their main opponent, which is Badgers, or hurting their main opponent, which is Badgers,
Yep.
and setting up a strong oppress backline.
Yeah, that's going to be super hard to counter because
Right.
the badgers
Sorry, that's my first.
can't
command
waste their
action,
time
my
doing
second
it.
Command action.
Moles don't want to do it, and vagabonds can't get around the board fast enough. So yeah, you're right. If he can just start getting in a bunch of clearings, it's going to be
I'll battle
extremely
there.
hard.
I gotta say, I like his focus on strongholds. He
Yeah.
has put a lot of them down, and that is really good for the Warlord's game plan. I
So
like
he just-
removing that Badger there.
Yep, that gives him a press in the Lost City.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
Can
do like
be-
strongholds
you
are
mind if I
definitely
change to
underutilized.
relentless?
And I think we talked about this one time where like a lot of times
then
strongholds are just kind of
that-
ignored.
that should be
Like
Your
no one cares
I
about
haven't
them. Like
bird
no one
song.
goes to kill them.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
just they can just
Yeah,
sit there and
I'll
recruit
keep
for
it
you.
rowdy then.
Mm,
And if you spread them out like he's doing, it's too much work now.
yeah.
Okay, I'll do my 2 advances.
There was a rules error there. They
Oh, what happened?
he forgot to change moods, so he just stayed the same mood.
Yeah, I think I took them off.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
And then they caught it, but then they let him
Build
stay
that
rowdy
and,
instead of
advance twice.
changing to like lavish or something.
Oh, why would they allow? Like, if they noticed he was that last turn, why would they let? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, Bigfoot. Strongholds can be tough to get down. That's why it's good to see it
Oh yeah,
happening.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's a nice balance to where you can't just throw them out willy nilly. That's why the 1 card draw helps balance that. Yes, the Lost City Stronghold Squid should have been destroyed when he had 1 defender.
Yeah,
The
for sure.
fact that they have allowed to stay up here this long. I mean, now they're never going to get
battle
killed.
the Vagabond.
Okay, we're punching Vagabond a little bit.
Yeah, he's equal opportunity. He's just hitting. I mean, this is smart. Just weaken as many people as you can. Yeah, it's too late now. The Warlord is firmly entrenched in the Lost City. No one's going to be able to get that out anytime soon. The moles don't have the actions.
Okay.
He only has 4 mole. Yeah, the moles. I think the moles are effectively out of this game unless something changes really fast.
I draw 2 cards.
He just can't get
from
his
Rowdy.
action economy up fast enough now at this point.
Warlord continuing to be in a good spot.
First thing first.
So yeah, first things first, get rid of coffin makers, 100%.
Good. We remembered.
There it is.
Yeah.
So, how do you think? What can the table do to slow down the Warlord?
Well, obviously you make a press annoying. It's coming, Loveshard. You make a press annoying. You probably take out that stronghold in the corner that's slightly defended.
Yep. Yeah, moles could kill that, I guess. I mean, that's 2 points. I'd probably do it. A Vagabond is probably gonna have to start punching.
Vagabond probably needs to try and wipe the Warlord.
Yeah, I mean, he has 2 swords if he fights twice and gets lucky. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he has to gamble. It's possible the Badgers help out. Yeah, Warlord needs to die this round.
Okay.
The game is still in contention. So yeah, so he is killing. The moles are killing that, which you said he would.
I think it's a good move.
Yeah. I mean, the moles. Yeah, he has to. There's nothing to do otherwise in your first 2 actions. I mean,
Right.
He doesn't have it, so you might as well just do it. And he still has 3 clearing, so if he can get out Brig, he could creep back in here. I mean, he's not points-wise, he's not that far off. The problem is action-wise.
Right. We've got to get that action economy up.
But if the game can slow down, if Warlord gets punched and Vagabond hurts himself punching Warlord, I mean, this game could slow down.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Cenoura, batata.
I'm afraid to build again. So
Afraid to build again.
I would not. Yeah, I would take a turn off of building.
Absolutely.
Wait. Nope. What is he doing?
I mean, we're out of squires.
I was building
Nope. He is building, so no sway yet again. Yeah, not a big. Oh, he's just building twice. Yeah, not. The problem is you need a reason to build these, and I'm not sure just getting more moles out is a good enough reason. I mean, he could craft tunnels, but I mean, there's no real reason to do that. Yeah, I'd much rather. Well, the card in his hand, it was a mouse. He could have crafted. So he's gonna craft. Yeah, he could have.
You don't have any more.
Oh, he could not have swayed.
He
has two. He has two bunnies and a fox, so he could not have swayed a noble anyways.
Are you trying to
No,
craft?
I did not. Yeah, just crafting.
Yeah, he's crafting crossbow. So
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay.
In the fox clear.
Tá comendo tudo aqui, goiabada.
So that's a point. So he's still only a couple points behind, and he'll
I mean,
know.
he's hanging in there.
And I mean, crossbow is a good craft for him because he could Vagabond will probably take that. The Warlord will never loot that. It'd be terrible because you lose stubborn. So that's,
Right.
you don't want to do that. But the Vagabond getting the crossbow helps in long term because he can use it against the warlords.
Yep.
Oh, he could have. Yeah, he still has. I forgot he had that one market over there, so he does have 3 buildings still. So yeah, if he draws coins,
Can I use the charm
É
offensive?
grude só, Stephanie.
and he actually
só.
might be
Outra
ignored.
me
It
chorando,
will be.
querendo
I should
ficar com a
use it till
mola.
the start of the evening.
É a mola.
Oh, charm offensive. Got it.
Tô chorando.
If you allow me, yeah.
I was trying to understand what he was
it's
asking.
really dangerous.
Chegou
It will
hoje.
allow you to use charm offensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
I'm
Yeah.
crafting.
Yeah,
É
it's
igual a mola.
I mean, he
still
didn't draw
need-
anything.
that's
Todo
fine.
mundo.
He just pulled his
Okay.
cards back, so I don't think it's that big a deal.
Yeah.
Oh, he did craft too, but
He didn't gain any new information.
no, he
it's
didn't
still
gain any
evening.
information.
Só a
Yeah.
Sofia que tá fora disso, acho que
Badgers, I think.
Yeah, badgers.
Badgers, getting badgers a point, man. You're starting to get into the territory where it's dangerous to start giving out more points. I know, is it Emergency Root who hates charm offensive? I think
Hates maybe a strong word, but he
doesn't think it's a good card.
He didn't at some point. I don't know if he still necessarily holds that opinion, but it was a thing at some point for sure.
I mean, it is a card that the longer the game goes, the worse it gets essentially. 'Cause
Right.
Early
I
on,
will
it's
encamp
very good
in this
because you
clearing.
can theoretically afford to give points when everyone has 3, but you never know because I mean, when the game
I
ends
will recruit twice.
and that faction won, you never think back like, oh yeah, I gave him like 3 points. You never think like, oh, that was what gave him the win technically.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to tell if we're actually inadvertently giving people's victories by giving them turn offensive points.
I will do.
It's certainly better for some factions. Like I don't think the moles really need it to use it because
2 moves.
he has the market out and had 3 cards, and he had 2, so he did draw an extra. He draw up to 5. So,
and I mean, if you're behind, like you need everything you can to get in the game. Even
Plus
if it's enabling their victory.
Right.
The goal is to leverage more value from the card than from giving the victory point.
And I mean, you can leverage charm offensive. It is a negotiation tactic.
Yes.
Hey, I will give you this point if you will not hit me this
And then
round.
I'm going to
Now, none of that's binding, obviously, but it can help
delve
to
in this clearing
garner at least
for
some kind of
that
favor.
relic.
Yeah.
You can also give points to people to make them look more threatening. Put them in first.
And it's another 3-pointer, and I have 3 guys, so I'm safe there. And then for my second delve, I'm gonna delve in this clearing for
I like
this relic.
This one's a little
really-
risky, so this is cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I like this kind of slow, steady badger. We don't really see
And I
this
definitely
as often.
Lose.
That's probably
my
totally
guys.
fine. Assuming he has 3 cards in his hand, he can probably easily replace that.
And then
I would have liked to have seen Warlord hit this turn by the Badgers, but
Their Badgers aren't really set up to do a whole lot of policing right now. They need to buff up that battle column if they're going to do that.
that's true. Yeah, you're right. He only had
With
2 cards, so if he's going to
this
delve
relic.
at all.
And I do have to lose.
Oh,
Ooh.
hammer goes back in the discard.
Team.
Probably, well, it is about to be reshuffled.
Yeah,
but
so it's going to be back in circulation.
yeah, if
But it
Vagabond
completes
can
a
snag
column.
it really quickly.
And scores me 5 points.
Yeah, is it
Well, Squid
gamble
Mark, you're going to
time?
find out.
And
Because
then
we're
I'm
about
going
time
to
for a gamble.
move.
I mean, I think just in
recover
terms of who I would think would win at
there
this point would
with
be
my
Warlord or Badgers,
Bird.
but Vagabond's definitely a dark horse.
boy, the
I think
Badgers score
moles are
fast.
still probably out of it.
And I'm going to
With
recover
only 4 mole,
that one.
and now
All 5 of
8
those
points
are
behind.
threes.
Yeah,
It's
1,
not
2.
been standard.
Badger,
There's
mole,
only one
Warlord,
3-point left,
Vagabond
so-
is probably a good mix.
Yeah, but
And then
Oh boy, he's at 23.
Gonna add a
Yeah,
couple
this is a good turn for the
cards
Badgers.
Yeah.
to the
In
retinue.
fact, I'm just going to get that prediction going right now.
I like his setup. I like that he's not in just one clearing, so it's going to take a little work.
I'll add another one. 1, 2. So I have
Interesting.
1, 2, 3.
I'm sad,
4,
but the Vagabond's
5,
probably going to
6,
go for him.
7,
But the
8,
good
9.
news
Okay,
is the
cool.
Vagabond's already hurt.
And then I
So
have
the Vagabond can only do so much damage here.
3
'Cause
cards.
one battle could basically wipe the Vagabond out
If
of
you
this
don't
turn.
wipe
almost,
me out this
if you roll
turn, I
poorly.
can at least take care of like
Yeah, I mean, Badgers are in a strong
one
position
half of the
going
Badger
into a late game, which they have just
Which
sort of
half
pushed
do
us
you
into.
intend?
Well, hilariously, he has that.
side. I can like either
Yeah,
go
he has
that
two. He
way,
has two guys. He has
or I
the
can,
two bases
like,
essentially,
go
and
this
those will
way
probably be
and
the targets. But he
sort
has
of
these
not
two
as
edge guys
effectively.
here that he can like
Mhm.
reform on,
Yeah.
and he has some
I'll
relics
just
that
say
aren't that
I'm
far
likely
away.
gonna have 3
So
prowess.
he could just kind of crawl, and he has
Sure.
there are some battle like the
Um,
Lost City. He could
Yeah, I
he
don't
can
think
battle 3 times in the
I
Lost City
can
and possibly
effectively
score
deal with
3
the Badgers
points.
this
So
turn, so I will
Oh,
leave you alone this time.
okay.
So refresh 5 items. We will
item boys
slip
and speed racers.
to the Lost City. We will craft
Sponsored by
this
Campbell Soup.
card, which is a bag.
Yeah, so if anyone's unclear, the gamble is for Vagabond and Rats versus Moles and Badgers.
Yep, definitely the two.
Oh,
Typically the two
then
speedy
we
factions.
will
Moles probably not so much this game.
do a quest to give a speech.
All right, so he exhausted his T, so it doesn't
I
look
will
like he's doing
forego
any
the
attackies
quest.
this turn.
Oof.
We will draw 2 cards, so I guess it triggers the reshuffle.
This is a perfect time to draw cards. The deck got
2
reshuffled.
cards.
Yeah, could
He
draw
could.
right into a hammer.
He could. There was 28 cards though, so not a huge
That
chance. But
will
1 point for the item boys. Somebody wagered 1 coin.
well actually I
someone wagered 1 coin.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't raise
So
anything.
no one's giving the Warlord
so I'll
any
just roll
chance
the
of victory
dice.
here. I wouldn't count the Warlord out.
Yeah, I think with the right circumstances, the Warlord could totally pull this off, I think.
I mean,
Oh,
the Badgers could easily stall here.
here.
Now they put themselves in a great position to make it very difficult
Wait,
for them
how?
to stall.
Just adjacent to the.
Oh yeah.
But I don't disagree with. I do think the Badgers have are definitely in the strongest
Warlord.
position, but the Warlord is the Warlord. He can,
2 in stronghold base.
but he does.
one in
He's
this
still at 2
place.
prowess. Yeah, only 2 prowess is going to make it a little
Craft.
tougher.
We're crafting.
I'm gonna craft the sword.
Okay,
Takes
now
us
he's
to 3
at
prowess.
Now he's at 3 prowess. Of
Hmm.
course, he
can't be
yeah he does that after his.
I'll
recruit.
craft the sword. Oh, sorry, I didn't choose a different mood.
So no
Okay,
more
we caught the
Wrathful.
mood this
That
time.
was it. I'm gonna choose Wrathful because I choose the
Right.
mood first, and then
Here we go.
I'm gonna
We're gonna
craft
get
the
to
sword.
eat our cake and have it too. We get to
Yeah.
get 3
Wrathful
prowess
this
and
turn.
Wrathful.
I'm also gonna
Yeah.
craft this sack with that stronghold, but I'm gonna just remove the item to take a point.
Ooh,
Probably fine. I mean,
I like
command-
that.
Yeah.
Being smart, taking the point rather than taking an item that really
Two
just
commands.
hurts you, does nothing for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, because you want to keep Relentless. I mean, Command's good right now because he could move some rats around to get oppress points.
But he's at the threshold right now. He already has 1
Do
command
you-
Oh,
item.
yeah, you're right. So it doesn't really add anything. You're
Yeah.
correct.
And another.
So that's his 2 commands. He's already set up. He already has 3 oppress, and he hasn't even started.
This box
Oh,
clearing
I forgot. There's a
instead of the other
oh,
side
the
is that there's
Vagabond.
no relics.
Yeah, the Vagabond
What
counts
is
against
on
oppress,
this
right?
side.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lost City, you can't do anything about that. You're not gonna punch the Vagabond out of there.
I mean, he has. Yeah, I think the.
Now, so he does
Badger
have
just can
2
move
points
So much, it
for
almost
press
doesn't
turn.
matter.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It just. I mean, I guess they're both fox screens too, so it doesn't even matter what cards he has.
So how do we
this way
stop
I can
Badgers
go to
here?
both the
Because
moles and
if
the
you wipe
Badgers,
them
which is
all off
always
the board,
nice.
then he just picks a new starting location, and
Right.
it doesn't really change anything.
You don't go for a total board wipe, but you probably wipe the 3 and the way station down south.
I think I'll
Yep.
just go.
That's the closest
way.
to all the other relics. but
Right.
He says,
First
nope, we're going
advance
this way.
in battle.
This one isn't bad, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
What jewelry? So that's a jewelry. Yeah, that's a jewelry race station. He's used both 3-point
Oh,
jewelries.
You get a
So,
point for the.
We're just gonna just
Waste
raise
station.
that clearing in one go, man.
oh man, it's gonna Wrathful. He's just gonna slaughter this thing.
To shreds, you say.
Yeah, he's gonna get a ton of oppress points. He's
It's like an advance.
So what I like about this is it's setting up a bunch of oppress. What I dislike about this is it's hurting badgers closer to the relics.
Do a hit.
Well,
Yeah.
I would have maybe preferred to see a version of this turn where we did something similar, but
Dang.
Last one.
but to the south clearing and maybe like spreading up and wiping a mole, like the mole market or something, just to still get a press, but keep badgers on the other side of the map.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
solid. The old coveted 6. 4 points.
Love to see it.
Yeah, see all you that is betting over. I bet y'all are.
Yeah, betting is
wondering
closed.
now. That one person who bet
Draw
one. Gonna double his
We got a
money.
couple more in. We ended up
So
with
he
5
did.
people betting 4.8 coins for the item boys versus 6 people betting 20.9k coins for the speed
Wow.
racers.
Squidmark, I agree. Like the warlord, but the badgers could. I mean, he still can get a jewelry, but it's only going to be a 2 or a 1.
Okay, I will.
And the warlord is going to be
What's the
almost
daylight?
impossible to
What's the-
stop the suppress. I mean, what's going to stop the suppress?
Sounds
Nothing. He's basically defaulted into like 3 points next turn without doing anything. Well, the moles might go help. Nope, never mind. I thought he was going to dig over there. Nope. He's just doing mole things. I mean, moles are. there's
I
no way
mean, what do
moles
you
are
always
just-
say? You can't police from last place, right? And that would be
True,
policing
but
to
But the
go.
problem is he's.
Then I will-
I mean, he's out of it. I mean, yeah, he's king making at this point. There's no. Yeah, I wouldn't police either. I'd just try to score some points. I mean, he still can craft coins if you drew coins.
I mean, if we clog up that whole side of the map, it does make Badger's job a little harder. Like, not impossible,
Oh
but
yeah, you're right.
makes it a little harder. You have to worry about the battles a little more. You just
True.
need
He's
more
almost kind of
recruits.
policing. Yeah. I can't believe it's turn. I don't know what turn it is, but he has
That
not
would
even
craft
swayed
the-
one single noble. That's a. I assume he will this game. No, he's building
see
again.
that.
He might not.
We
I
have 3
assume
cards
his three-
still.
He does have 3 cards.
And we spread some warriors out. I'm really hoping we see that noble sway right now.
I mean, he had a mouse guard last time, so I think we are going to see the noble sway.
I will sway.
Yeah, the magic word.
There it is. And he can craft a boot, so he's going to get 3 points.
Ah, I see what happened. Sway banker, it'll be funny.
Dun dun dun.
Oh,
Nope,
we're going mayor.
Okay. This is some crazy. I mean, at this point, it really doesn't probably matter. Brig wouldn't have changed much, I don't think. Maybe.
I mean, it's mobility, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. The brig is the better one, but
Pretty-
at this point in the game, does it
Doing the
matter? I
mayor
don't know. This
not
man loves buildings.
So
He
so you
does.
can-
Right. It feels like
he-
his strat is to have all 6 buildings out at all times. And until we get that, we can't
So
play the
you're
game.
choosing the mayor as your noble, not something else.
But he passed up
Oh my
crafting.
God.
He-
That's only letting you do formal a second.
Oh,
time.
they're
They're questioning
giving him
him.
some lessons. Mobility, I like it. Yeah, they're giving him some lessons. Like, okay, mayor's only going to be able to do that. So is that what you want?
I bet.
I mean, if you feel like your buildings are gonna let you win, then I would do it. But I feel like you probably need like actions and like moves and battles.
Exactly,
So like
Squid.
Brigadier
100%.
make more sense. Or like even like if you feel like your cards are gonna.
This
win,
is very
then
this
guess,
is
But
I think sweet of Snoopy
know.
to try and give some advice, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the brigadier would be more sense. Can I change it?
Yeah, they're changing
yeah,
it.
drawing cards, I'm okay with
Yeah,
it.
he is changing it. Okay.
Yeah,
I
sure.
can see what the other guys.
This is yeah. It's 3 turns too late at least.
But that's nice of Snoopy to try and offer some
Yeah.
advice
He
there.
may not. I mean, he may be. I mean, if he's a new moles player or like not that
Right.
used to them, I mean, he's done. He hasn't done anything mechanically incorrect.
Right.
So I mean, and that's always. I mean, if you're new to moles, you know, it's sometimes hard to do like everything.
I've seen some new players like have a real rough go of moles. Like I don't know these players' experience levels. I don't necessarily know that Mutuka's new with moles, but I've seen new moles players have a real rough go of things.
Yep.
So like that could very well be what's going on.
Yeah.
And also crafted
I mean, it just was interesting because he set himself up for the pump and dump, and then it turns out he probably doesn't know that strategy. So, but he's crafting some, and I mean, he's kind of hanging tough. I don't think again he's just scoring too slow. Yes, even good mole players. Moles can you can get stymied. I just feel like they're as factions go, there's some of them. They're one of the more resilient ones. They can suffer losses and kind of get back into it a little faster than some other. Lily, you're speaking to one. A dirty mole player. Remember, I was supposed to be referred to as Mole God. That's what
You were.
I put on the form, but he never did it.
I mentioned that I wasn't doing it.
I know.
That sort of counts.
I did that as a joke just for you to be amused by.
I know you did. I know you.
Yeah, I spent way too long playing moles for a while.
How can I help?
I think I misplayed on my last turn. I just realized because, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I recover but do not rule enough clearings, then I cannot recover more than once. Like I can't recover in 2 different clearings because it says discard this card and stop action if you rule fewer matching clearings than a taken relic's value.
What it means by stop action is that specific card recover action. You can still continue to use other cards in the column, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, yes, that is what I'm asking. Okay, good.
Perfect.
Yes.
Great. So I did not misplay last turn. That's nice.
He brings up a good
then every time
definitely a bad weird thing about the Badgers. The wording on that can be confusing.
Fail to recover safely. You have to stop.
Stopping all actions.
That would be brutal.
Like, yeah, you just got to stop. You're done.
That's not how the rules work. Okay.
I just made his day. No, I'm kidding.
I'm certain he was happy. It's very nice. Players calling out their own potential mistakes. I love to see it. I like the honesty and the sportsmanship. All right, so badges are up. They only have the ability to get jewelry.
They're limited to 1 clearing with 1 slot that already has their way station. They can't.
Yep.
They can't change what that way station is this turn.
And there's 2 jewelry out there though. One's 2 points and one's 1 point.
Oh, we have 2 bird cards. Okay, I was about to say I think so much of this turn depends on how much we can recruit. We have 2 bird cards. We can recruit.
Yeah. So he's got 7 total.
I'm going to use my false orders.
Oh, I forgot about false orders.
Oh, I did too.
There's 3 mole points just sitting there for the taking.
I'm going to.
Yep, bye moles. This is sorry. Thanks for playing. Yeah, but he only has 1 battle there. That's the problem. He only does have 1 battle there. So
that's the wrong suit.
He's only going to take 1.
Do 2 moves.
He's only going to get 1 point out of that if he rolls lucky.
I think the big thing is maybe just to get rule there.
Oh, that's a solid point. You're right.
I think we care more about the rule than we care about the deletion.
No, I think you're right.
1 move there.
Yeah, it's really a shame he didn't have another fox card in battle though, because those 3 free points would have helped tremendously.
I will then battle the moles in this clearing. Will you play an ambush?
This could be painful if he does have one.
He
does have
with you, yeah.
He does have the moles do have fox partisan, so they could deal an extra hit
after the roll.
I would hope he wouldn't.
So no ambush.
No.
Okay. Here's the roll.
So we got a
3-0.
3 and a 0. So yeah, the moles could
Yeah.
play Fox Partisan for 1 damage.
So
that would
Fox
be
Partisans?
bad. But the
Just one
the
hit
Badgers
or
do
two.
get a free point out of
Well,
this.
you have to get rid of all your
The
cards.
problem is
Yeah.
the buildings are just gonna be left there for anyone to kill, and
Do you want to choose
he
which,
really needs Vagabond to go kill those buildings.
thing I take off?
Vagabond could do it.
Yeah, he can, and you can't let Warlord get those.
No,
That's
no.
just gonna be way too many points for Warlord.
The turn.
Yeah.
Warlord's gonna have. Warlord basically has
And then
2 oppress points,
did
free,
you
which
do
is
Fox
not going to change
Partisans?
probably.
No, I did not. It was
Okay.
too costly.
So he's going to
And
hopefully
I'm
get the
going
2
to
jewelry.
Delve
So it probably doesn't matter at this point because he's
for-
thinking win. So
this relic.
It's guaranteed safe.
the 2.
because
It's a 2. Yeah,
we,
guaranteed
we-
safe.
yeah, because both of the 3s are in the recovered
do
column
battle
or
in this
row
game.
already.
So he's going to be
Second
at.
time.
Yeah, no ambition.
He can't battle here.
Yeah, we used our bird already. We only have a bunny and a mouse left.
Alright, 2 points.
Lordy.
And then,
Oh, please catch this.
oh wait, actually, hang on.
Thank you. Yeah, I
Probably
really,
not
that
battle
would have been
something
a
like that.
scuff game. I really wouldn't
Oh,
want to
that's
see
good
that.
news.
Oh, we.
My red.
It is what it
Caught
is.
it.
Oh,
I know, but I hate to
Oh, yeah.
see.
Oh,
I don't like
bummer.
games
I remember thinking that,
hinging
but
on
I
a
missed
rule error,
that.
and it's not when and it's not his
Okay.
fault. You know, it just happens.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just don't
Go
like.
back there.
It just happens.
Yeah, it's not like he's
Did
purposely
you take
saying,
points for
maybe
that?
they'll
I
won't
did.
notice.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, he's obviously been a totally honest and awesome player. It's just, I just don't like that. You know, it just happens. You're right.
Whew.
It's
Wow,
probably
you have
happened
no
in.
foxes in your retinue. That's crazy.
I mean, you know,
Yeah,
when
I
when
burned
we
them
play
all.
casual game of Root, no one's watching
that's
us
right, 'cause
to
we're
like
playing, yeah.
comment on our rule errors. I mean, it's very well that I've
Okay,
played
should've
hundreds of games of Root, and
done
every
things a
single
little
one of them has had a
different,
rule
but-
error.
That's okay.
You know, It's
Um,
just
Have you
happens.
ever even played
I'm
Root?
going to
Yeah, exactly. Have I played a single game of Root? I've played this
to
variant.
remove
Oh, there's a pass point
the
still left.
path.
I didn't even. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, there's
too.
actually a few of those. I like seeing that. Again, like, Badgers are so card hungry. Is that the best use of their cards? But we do have a mostly full retinue.
Yeah,
we-
I don't
we
think he needs
reco-
it. I don't
we-
think he needs it.
Recruited a couple times this
going to
turn. Like,
grab these 2 guys.
All right, he is going to be.
Just double checking. Okay, that does work. I'm going to move here with.
Oh, I was like, of course he's taking that back, right?
yeah,
the
yeah.
relic.
So he's going to be at 27.
We don't get to recover though.
Oh, he doesn't get to recover. Oh,
We only have the
God.
2. We have the 2
Oh,
birds
Lord.
and a
I
mouse.
don't think you can recover it.
Oh Lord.
Why can't I recover?
Oh yeah, you're
'cause
right.
You don't have
The moves.
the moves are the 2 wilds, and you don't have a.
Oh, if he'd gone the other way,
And I'll do a
you
different
can.
move. Okay, thank you. Good,
He
good
just
catch.
needs to go the other way.
Yeah, just move 3, or
Yeah,
move 3 or 4 the other way.
So I have to bring
Yeah.
Yeah, you just do
Okay.
that.
4
I'm like, that would have been
bump
disastrous
over
to leave
here
a
for
barely defended relic
bird
out there
of-
for the
No, no, you
warlord.
can.
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, leave the don't send 4.
with
One's
my-
in it.
Pfeiffer grabbed one and moved it over. I think
And
trying to be
then
helpful,
I no
but
longer have-
it wasn't actually necessary
so I
because
do have
Badgers
a
ruled
bird.
the source for the first move and the destination for the other one.
a bird card, but I will do that and recover
Yep.
there.
So 2 points. He'll be at 27.
For 2 points.
All right. So can the warlord score 9 points? That's. I mean, the warlord is not super bursty, like 9-point bursty.
Why did we just card that?
And draw 2 cards.
No idea. He shouldn't have discarded that.
Yeah, we rule 1, 2.
He ruled. Yeah, he rules the fox right next to it. And he didn't live off the land, which technically he shouldn't. One of them shouldn't have been moved, probably.
Yeah.
It's getting a little wacky here at the end.
It's getting late. It's been 2 hours 20 minutes. 2 hours 15
Yeah.
minutes.
That's. I mean, as with all the tech troubles, this game's actually gone pretty decently.
Yeah, those things can be very fatiguing.
Is it
So.
my go?
All right. So Vagabond needs to go kill those mole buildings.
Question. Do you mind if I leave a guy here?
Well, that'll solve.
I forgot
the,
to live off the land. And
Then you needed him to move.
Yeah,
To
I
move.
wouldn't be able to move.
No,
I
he
would
didn't.
have
Yeah, you
ruled
ruled,
the clearing.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah,
also
he
didn't need it in the first place
that's
because you.
No, he
The
didn't
way
need
station
ever.
means you ruled it at the
Yeah,
destination.
he ruled the fox clearing. Then he would have. So then he can move, and then he would have ruled the destination clearing the next
Yep.
time. So yeah, he did not need any of that. So yeah, I think
my
it's
turn.
between rats or badgers. Obviously, it's not
Okay,
a
we'll
big shocker.
refresh.
Because I don't think Vagabond can get back into this game fast enough. I don't think Badgers
Oh man.
probably win next turn almost no matter what, even if they're wiped, unless they're maybe left with like
I mean,
one guy on the board or one building on the board.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the hard
this
part
turn or try to stop him, I guess.
for Badgers is going to
I
be
mean,
how they make their
is
retinue
remove
work
one badger.
for them.
That's
I think
true.
if they wipe the Badgers
But
in
the
that fox
moles
clearing they're
don't
pointing
hold the
out
slot.
in the mouse in the
You
corner,
can't recruit.
I think that alone hamstrings
Wipe
their
everything
ability to
else
do
out, but
things
this
a
one
lot.
badger and fill
Yeah.
I think if you
that's the only way I can see.
You're right,
is
because he
delaying it.
can't like venture out and get the jewelry back because he only has 2 cards in move recover.
How does that sound, Moles? Do you feel like you can help attack this badger and build a building slot here? Do you think that's possible?
Yeah, as long as I'm with my brigadier and some luck in the dice.
And then Warlord, do you feel like you have enough
Yeah,
actions
I feel
to
like
kill
Warlord, like-
all this nonsense? Like I don't.
I
That's
feel like
a lot
Warlord
of chiefs
is
just to
gonna
wipe out.
be able to take advantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the only way we can get
Try,
ourselves
yeah.
one more turn. Okay. I will slip.
Yeah,
up
I think the
here.
Warlord can easily win
I
in 2
will
turns. So yeah,
repair
if he
a boot.
successfully gets the table
Then
to stop
I
Badgers,
will
then the Warlord
aid
will
Yeah.
sneak in for the victory.
twice.
I 100% agree. This is basically a question of does
Two
Warlord get 2
moles.
turns or does Badger win on their next
Right.
their next one?
If Warlord drew a
So
coins,
those
yeah,
2 cards
because
are
his
for
strongholds
you.
aren't going to
I
die,
will then
True.
take
and he could score 3 points. Yeah, he
these
could
2
win in the next turn.
items.
You're right. If he scores coins points, he basically just wins because oppress plus a couple pieces of cardboard.
I will then
We haven't seen a single. Yeah, coins are still out there for the
do
taking.
a quest for a point.
What did he aided 2 cards of the moles, but he doesn't get any points for them. He has to aid 3 times. What did he take something?
Yeah, he picked up 2 items, the crossbow and boot, I think.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
He's
you're
not really scoring anything is the problem. He's just
no,
getting
I'm
items.
moving down here.
Oh, okay.
Dang
Oh,
it.
okay.
Oh, true. The rats have a
the
path
badger.
point too.
Forgot the
Yeah, there's a
badger's
path
there.
point
He
still out there.
He doesn't rule, right? Is it only if they rule?
Yeah,
As
rats
long
could
as there's
easily win on their
piece
turn
there,
with a
I
little
want
shocker.
to move here, which is not ideal. And I will aid one more time
There's the aid.
Oh, okay.
to
So he does
become
get
an
the 2
ally
points,
of
and
the
now he's
moles,
allied
and
with
that gives me
moles.
2 more points.
So if it does get back to Vagabond, well, it would be like a
I'm
super
at
turn.
8 satchel limit,
He'd
so
have to,
okay,
like-
and then I will draw.
Yeah, he's not gonna have enough
card,
cards. So yeah, he'd have
and
to.
Yeah, I think the card draw is the main issue.
Yeah,
If
the
we had more
aid-
cards,
If that build slot's full,
maybe.
Yeah, the 8 strat's
he
not gonna
just
be
has
able
his
to
one
pull this out.
warrior.
If he was
Like-
a little
Right.
closer, he might be
And
able
he
to.
can't-
but-
I don't think Vagabond's in a bad position. I think they're just
We just
maybe
have to
one
open
turn
guys
too
in
slow right now.
Yeah.
Correct.
I think if they had 2 turns, they have a
But he
chance.
couldn't recover it because if we wipe out his way station, there's nothing he can do.
Oh,
He
yeah,
could have
okay.
2 turns, and if the warlord
But
doesn't
it
win,
is
oh
a
no,
lot
he's
of
not gonna have
stuff
2
to
turns.
fight.
Never mind.
Right, no,
Yeah.
he gets
Okay.
maybe
The
one more
warlord,
turn.
the warlord wins in 2 turns, almost guaranteed.
Okay, I
Right.
There's
can
almost
raise
no
dice.
chance
Right.
the warlord cannot win in 2 turns
Mouse.
because he's going to be at
I
24
don't
even if
think I
he
can
just
place
passes,
it. Oh no, I have that one.
and he
up
can
there,
probably
yeah,
still
so just
score
put it here.
6 points next turn.
Okay.
I think warlord does have it, unless somehow the retinue works. He only has 2 cards. The badges only have 2 cards too. So even if he's left with this mouse, his mouse badger, he's gonna have to have 2 mouse cards or / bird card to recruit there after an encamping. If he encamps, if that mouse guy is left alive, which I assume they've already talked about killing it,
Yeah, they've talked
He could-
they've talked
yeah,
about filling the building slots actually, I think.
If
But
it camps a tablet, it's just over. So yeah, I can't imagine they're going to allow any of this. Warlord's counting it out.
Oh, yeah.
he's
Warlord
very
went quiet. Yeah.
He's seeing if he can I score 9 points. I think he'll have to get the coins or hammercraft to pull it off. He has 2 of command and 3 of press. Yes.
3 prowess, yeah.
Oh, prowess. Yes. And he has currently 2
5
points.
clearings.
Sorry, I'm just looking at.
Yeah,
my
5
points
clearance. He has
here.
3 points in a press without even moving.
Yeah.
So he's at,
and it's not
like-
hard to make that 6 with just 1 command action
Yep.
before you even get into prowesses. Yeah, I mean, this could very well be Pfeiffer's game.
If the battles go my way,
He's talking about if battles go his way. So he probably doesn't have the.
I
Well, he
think I
might
can
have the
win
craft
this
still
turn, so I'm
because
just
he's going to need it.
waiting.
I don't think he can win just on battles.
It could also
Unless
be
he
a
gets super
hammercraft,
lucky.
maybe?
Yeah. No. Yeah. If he has hammer or T points, he definitely. If he has either of those, I think he has it without even barely trying, because he has 2 free mole buildings.
We have 1 card in hand? Okay.
Yeah, Relentless. This would be a good point for Relentless for sure.
I was going to say, if we had another card, we could open up a path for a point. If we don't have a craft, we could open up a path for a point.
That's true. I mean, 1 point. I don't know if he sees it. Sometimes the paths are kind of like once you kind of forget about them,
Oh, yeah.
you like they kind of blend in. And you're just like, I forgot that was there. So he's 100% going for the path. You think?
I think that depends on
You can see his
Okay,
mouse moving.
But it
That's
also
funny.
seems better to not take a chance and let the Badgers not do anything this next turn.
Right. So this is actually a root situation that comes up a lot.
Mhm.
It's like, can I
If you
win this
come wipe
turn?
me out, I guess, but I don't know.
how risky is the
Well,
win.
yeah, right. It's like a flow chart. Right, exactly. Can I win this turn? Yes, no. Okay, I
I'm
can
gonna
win this turn.
spend
How
this
much
card-
risk is
or,
involved in
sorry,
that? Does it
I
mean I have to roll
done
like
my-
3-0 like
I haven't done
twice?
anything.
You know, is
I
it
will
like
do my
is it
recruit.
some miracle?
3 on
Well,
the
if it's some
Warlord.
miracle, then maybe just stopping the leader for 1 more turn.
Right.
So then I win for sure next turn is more logical. But then, is the YOLO only needing like, like a 2-2 or a 2-0 or something? And it's like, so it's an interesting. It
And
can
then
be
I
an
will
interesting
choose Relentless.
dilemma for
Right.
sure.
There's a lot of risk assessment that goes in. A lot of
I'll spend this card to dig this tunnel
Yeah,
out.
so he did. So he
Yep.
didn't have a craft. Well, he did have a craftable. That didn't matter what he did with that. He could have. Oh, there's no boost left.
yeah, there's no
so,
boost left.
So he did pick Relentless, which is
Then
definitely
my
the
2 command
certainly the best
actions.
mood for this situation. Though the Warlord is in a terrible spot because he's way over to the other side of the board.
It's not hard to
but-
fix that, though.
No, command, and he's already ready to go.
And now we've picked up a nice little army by swinging through here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Not that he needs it. There's not a whole lot over here. So let's see. He takes the 2 mole points. Then he uses a free battle to kill the badger.
I guess what I'm weighing is if I should risk trying to win this turn or I don't know. I'm
This is
scared
the,
of the
he's
bad
he's,
one
he's
just
going through the
getting
classic
a
dilemma.
lot of points
Yeah.
next turn.
How could he?
So I can
How
tell
could he
you
win?
Would he have to
He's-
kill
yes,
every
I'll
building?
get 2
I mean, I
quests.
guess if
That'll
he
give
if he got max
5
oppressive
points total
4,
for that.
that'd put him at
That kills my
26. He'd have to
swords
kill
and
4
both my
buildings. So
boots.
yeah, I guess he's assessing. Can I kill
So I would have to craft
all
something with
4?
one
Can I kill
hammer
both
and do something with
mole
one
buildings?
crossbow.
I'm not sure he can. With just 3 oppress, even with
And I only have
relentless,
2
he'd have to
cards that
roll
can aid
super
the bolt
strong.
moles too. So
It's
So that's 4.
with 3 prowess and relentless, it's doable because you move battle each time.
Yeah, but I mean, you're still gonna need some decent, like 1-0-0,
points from
and
eating
you're
and
pretty much screwed.
5 points from questing.
I think you could even survive a 0-0. I think the big thing is you just can't roll 0-0 on the very first battle
With the buildings.
with the
that
buildings
waste.
because you need to battle 2 separate people there. That's the one
Yeah.
where you can't roll badly. If you roll well there, you can roll 1 bad, 1 good roll for every other clearing
Mhm.
and be fine.
Right. This is a very, this is a very,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
'cause
this
you
is definitely
take
the
these
fun
points.
part of Root is where you just like.
You would say that, Mr.
deciding-
Euro.
I think I'm gonna
Yeah, right. Well,
try
no,
it.
I
I'm
like
just
the
gonna be
like.
a
I
warlord
like
You like the
the-
puzzles?
Age.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Right, right. I like the
I
like.
will-
Okay,
I will
can I
tell
do it?
you, I did give the moles an ambush.
Is that even true? Who cares? It.
Is that
Time
even
to
true? That's
move
funny.
and battle here.
I mean, it probably doesn't even matter,
Okay,
but
no
it
ambush.
could potentially if he rolls really bad against the remaining
Okay.
moles. No, he's not going to ambush him, so it doesn't matter. He
All right.
doesn't roll badly. He slaughters that, so 2 points. And moles are going to end the game with only a squire. Well, not for sure. He could have another turn.
And I'm relentless, so I can battle again. I'm gonna battle the badgers.
Yeah, you pretty much have to take that badger out,
Yeah,
or the
we got to
badgers
hit.
win.
We got the 1-0.
100%. Yeah, the badgers win 100% if you don't take that lone
Move.
dude out. Maybe the badger meta is leaving instead of one dude, leaving a couple dudes.
And battle here.
So he did his
Use
first.
my buddy.
Mhm.
Ambush.
So he did his first prowess within the bonus relentless.
Yep.
And now he's on his second prowess.
3-2.
Oof.
Costly, but we got the hits we needed.
We did, but we're losing some rats.
Kill
So then he
the
uses
moles
free
and then
battle to
my
take this.
relentless. I'll
Yeah, but
battle
it's all
the
going to come down to
defending
this
building.
last roll. But he'll have 2 rolls to do it.
Yeah, 2 rolls to do it. He's got this.
Yeah, I mean he'd have to.
Unless he
roll epic-
rolls like 1-0-1-0 or 0-0.
0-0. All right, so he's got
I'll
2
move and
here.
Battle here.
Oh, another ambush would be amazing.
Any more ambushes?
No.
0.
2-0. 2-0.
GG.
Well done.
Yeah,
GG.
that's it.
Yep.
That's the game.
For my last point that I need. And then,
We also had rabbit partisans, by the way.
oh yeah.
So,
Oh, never mind. This was over
Oh,
before it
you had
started.
rabbit partisan. I missed that.
Yeah, I think the warlord did too. It would have. This was a no-brainer.
Yeah, this
with
is a
partisans.
no-brainer with rabbit partisans. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, 2 rabbit clearings over there. That was it.
Oh, what a good finish, though.
Nice done.
Yeah, very well played by the Badgers player. Did
Nail biter
fantastic.
at the end.
The warlord's just hard to beat sometimes. and this is
Yeah.
one of those
I
times.
was.
And I mean, I think that was a bigger burst than anyone was really
I
expecting.
had the
Yeah,
vision
I
kind
mean,
of,
when you
like,
see the warlord
in
at
view,
21, you don't really think,
and then
okay, he's gonna win on this.
I just
turn.
didn't
I mean,
have.
I didn't think necessarily he's gonna win on this turn.
So-
They're so scary
Just
because at the
the,
end you
uh,
can just come and
there was
like,
just enough out there.
sacrifice
Well,
all your
like we
cards.
said,
Yeah.
the
Rule or anything. You can just get
vagabond
all
needed
the
to take
points at
those
the
2
end.
mole buildings
Right.
for the Badgers needed to beg the
That was a
vagabond
good
to take
idea
those
to
2
keep
mole
them
buildings.
Right,
entertained
right.
If I didn't have the 4 points to score.
And then the
myself.
vagabond's not incentivized to do it, so
Yeah.
It was.
thank you, user anomaly.
It's worth it.
Yes, I hope we were entertaining. Next
Yeah,
time
so
we will
right
come
now
up with a
your
new
buildings.
meme to go for.
Well, not if they keep sponsoring us.
yeah, that was
That's true. That's true. Yeah, sorry, Campbell Soup. We will keep you.
doing buildings as
forever.
moles with rats.
All right, but let me go shut down the stream.
All right, take it easy, guys. Bye, everybody.
Good game, everyone. Sorry, I was chatting with chat. Good game, everyone. That was a great finish, Pfeiffer. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Snoopy, Mutuka, Jackie Chan, thank you so much for participating in the tournament. I believe that's 2 losses for each of you, but it has been a pleasure to have you.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Pfeiffer, we will see you in round 3. Everyone watching, we will see you tomorrow for our next game at noon. Also, Fuglis, thank you for co-commentating. I forgot to say that.
Thank you for having me.
But yeah, everyone, we will catch you tomorrow. Have a great one.